Vampires not like other foes. They attack not with just their swords and strike you down. They can change a man.
Good evening and welcome to Audio Dungeon. I'm your host, Tony Hansen, joined by the rest of the Audio Dungeon crew. And today we're playing Knights of Andar. It is Season 2, Episode 9. We are far into it. It's amazing how quickly it went. And today's episode is called Old Rivals. You guys have just defeated Soma, the demon underneath the Sunken Kingdom. You guys were almost taken over by her completely. Some of your party members were able to hold on and keep their minds intact. But at the last minute, you guys defeated her. And now she is gone. You are now below the Sunken Kingdom, and you know that you still have some important things you have to do. One, you have to destroy the Dark Heart that is below this kingdom. The Dark Heart of the Necromancer who owns this entire dimension. And this is one of 3 Dark Hearts that are left. 2, this city, you know soon, either could be in chaos, whites and zombies could be running in from the outside, ones that were taken over by Soma. What is their state now, you don't know. You also know that there is literally probably a contingent of some size of vampires that are coming in, because we know this world, the vampires seem to own pretty much everything. They have control. And if you're not a vampire, you're basically just trying to live and get by. So right now, again, you guys have just defeated the demon Soma. You're underneath the Sunken Kingdom. You come back to your senses. You can roleplay from there.
Oh,
Yeah.
what happened
My
to you
head's
guys?
killing me. Oh man.
We were fighting for Mother,
Ah,
I think it was the demon,
the worm.
the worm,
Mother's gone now, Hutch.
and it was so strong.
But you all did well. Where's Thalen?
Did well. Where's Cole? I don't know if we did well, Kaddock. I fought you. I fought the hero of Andaria. I fought Archie Fint.
Oh, you're under spell. Don't worry about it for now, Hutch.
Shake it off, Hutch.
We've no time to linger.
I go over to Archie. Is he still in his suit or is he out of his suit?
Archie is not in his suit. His suit was destroyed in the battle, so he's basically just a gnome standing in front of you.
Archie. I'm sorry for what I did, Archie. Are you okay?
I'm okay. Hutch, was it?
My name is Hutch. Yes.
These sorts of things can happen. But, it's alright. We worked it out.
I've heard tales of your conquests, and I saw a play about you.
Yes, well. Many have. Many have.
King Argon walks up to you. Archie, it is good to see you again.
Argon!
Last time you saw him was in Season 3 of Celestial
I
War,
remember.
where,
Last episode of
yes,
Season 3. Argon, how are you?
I am good. It has been a while.
It has. Not since that, unpleasantness.
Yes, indeed.
You understand, I didn't mean any ill will to anyone in the city.
No, it is in the past.
Yes.
And in this type of world, it is not good to dwell upon such things.
No.
But what happened to you? How did you get here?
Well.
Stop right there. We're now going to play how you got there.
Audio Dungeon.
So we're going to go back to the moment when, in Gnome Patrol, a previous series, when Archie Fint died. In that moment, you flipped a coin, you made a wish, and you were killed by other gnomes with flamethrowers. You went through a string of murders. You murdered a few people. You murdered your wife, Fratella. Or about to be wife? Were you married yet?
We weren't
A suitor.
officially
You were about to be
married.
married.
Oh, they were at least engaged. I feel.
Well,
like,
no, they
right?
definitely, they were about to
Yeah.
be married, I think.
They
I
were
can't
about
remember.
to be
Betrothed,
married.
perhaps.
Betrothed.
Yeah.
and you murdered Bellaman with a decanter, and you murdered Wiley
Wienerton, yeah.
Wienerton.
Who
So
was the first?
that
He
was
was the
it-
first murder, right? Was
I don't think
was
that's
the
in
first
that
one.
order, though.
Yeah.
The orders.
I said it in reverse order.
Yeah, so it's the facts are
So
easy.
upon your death, you leave your body, and your spirit just soars into the air, and you see the flamethrowers just like hitting your body. You fly up, and the world seems to change, especially the color of the world. And everything that was alive looks to now be dead, and everything, the sky that was blue turns into like a darkish purple. And it feels like that you've either transcended or teleported or shifted. But whatever happened, your reality seems very, very different. You're not really sure what the change is or why. All of a sudden, you come flying back down to the world, and you fall into the ocean. And as you were a spirit, all that ends. 'Cause the second you hit the water, which is like a blood red, you feel your body again. You feel the coldness of the water, and you're caught within its tide. In the distance, you see the ocean, but nearby, near the shore, you see, in somewhat of a dilapidated state, the sunken city. What do you want to do?
I swim to the sunken city.
You swim to the sunken city and make your way there, and the ocean is pretty rough. There's a point where the water gets so bad where it starts to envelop you, and you're swallowing water and seaweed and all different kinds of things. And finally, you come out on the shore, feeling like you barely can hold on and stay afloat, and you probably don't have any energy to go any further. You wash up on the shore, you're near the sunken city, and you hear a voice. Well, well, well. What do I find here? And you see, standing over you is Bellaman, King Bellaman. And he has a huge rock in his hand. And he has the rock up in the air.
Bellaman. Is this it? Is this my eternity now? You threatening me with this rock? Is this the fate to which...
This is the beginning of my heaven and your hell. He takes the rock and he goes to hit down.
Oh,
man.
Okay, he takes the rock, throws it down, and you are able to easily move out of the way. Roll 3d6. We're going to do a quick defensive roll. So you don't have your numbers up. No! He takes the rock down and goes down and slams it right on your chest. And possibly, we're going to roll for right now. We'll see. He definitely cracks a rib. And you see him like, don't move! When he walks over and he goes to get another rock, and he starts coming back over.
Oh man.
okay. Just take it easy. Take it easy, Bellaman.
He's just walking over. He's getting the rock. He's walking over. It's like this.
I get up. I get up and I just stand like that.
He's just standing looking at you. You killed me!
I killed you.
Yes!
You have the gall to complain about that after what you did.
To complain about that? It's my life! You stuck me here! And you see like a huge gash there. Like he still has like a scar somehow in the afterlife from it.
Bellaman. I would admit I perhaps was overzealous in my pursuit of your niece, but really, you forced my hand.
Arky, you killed people! You had to die! And instead of taking responsibility, you killed me! And now my niece is there all alone. And she's running Rhaegar. What's she gonna do?
She is a strong young woman. Bellamon, she's gonna be fine.
He takes the rock and just chucks the rock at your head.
Oh,
2 6 is gonna be a direct hit here. Let's see. No. He takes the rock, it goes wide. It goes into the water.
no. That's it. I tackle him.
Go ahead. No good. Tackling darts out of the way. He comes back. He just grabs you and just knocks you down into the water. And some water's getting in your mouth. You're not drowning really, but you're lower than you would like. But he's trying to just drown you in like a foot of water right now. You could make a move.
Okay, I'll sweep his leg out from under him. There we go.
Nice. So you sweep the leg. He goes right down, falls on the ground. He's a portly gnome. And what do you want to do?
All right, I'll just jump on top of him and start hammering him with blows.
Go ahead.
There we go. Another 6.
Okay, you start beating him to death.
No.
Go ahead again.
Okay, I hit him a couple of
Not
times.
what you intended.
I hit him a couple of times, and I say, "All right, Palamon,
You
that's
hit him
enough."
with the rolls you just did. You see him like you break his nose, and he sees his bleeding, and it's just coming out of his nose and of his mouth, and he's like, "I'm gonna kill you,
I know.
Arky.
I know.
Okay.
I hate you."
Hey, come on.
All of a sudden, you hear, "What is the meaning of this?" You hear behind you.
Who are you?
Behind you, you see is a older gnome, older than Bellamon, and next to him is probably about 7 to 8 so-called warriors. They're holding different sorts of weapons, from spears to swords to a bow. Someone has a pistol, and they also mean makeshift items. The armor they wear is makeshift. Nothing is great, but they seem to be a ragtag bunch of some kind of warriors or something. This person you recognize to be Olaf Mott, the older brother of Bellamon. "What are you doing? Get away from him!
Olaf Mott.
Get away from him!"
Ha! You dare threaten me? Your prince lies beaten. This ragtag bunch doesn't scare me.
He is no prince. He's nothing.
Oh, really? So you are in charge here now?
Yes, I have my place here. First, you're gonna get away from my brother.
I step away.
Go get him. The men walk over and they kind of pick him up. They bring him over. And he's just like barely paying attention and barely conscious. He's muttering a couple of things. You are?
Ah, I am Arky Fint.
Archifint.
Yes, I've heard much about you. Apparently, you and I are natural allies, I would say.
Are we?
Well, if you would say the enemy of your enemy is your friend, then certainly. We both have a bone to pick with your brother.
The only thing that's going to happen right now is that you're going into our jail. You can't beat up a Mott in the Sunken Kingdom and get away from it. So come along.
Sunken Kingdom?
Yes,
What? No.
bring him in.
You think they dare touch a legendary hero of Andaria?
They come around you, and they hold the weapons to you. What do you do?
All right, I go along.
They bring you into the kingdom. It looks like a bizarro version of the Sunken City that you know and love so much. They bring you into the vault, which looks like some sort of dark temple now. It has vines growing all over it. And they bring you up to the top of that vault, which it was just another spot, like an office there. But now it's been turned into some sort of a terrible makeshift throne room. And sitting in a throne of some kind is seemingly the oldest gnome you've ever seen. And you see them drag in Bellaman and put him on the floor. And this king, my other son, of course, all together again. Clean him up. Some people take him out. They try to like nurse his wounds and such. Olaf comes up and he goes, "Look what we have here, Father. This is some sort of hero of Andaria, Archifint. You're a hero, yes?"
Well, I would never presume to call myself such, Your Highness. But
How did you get here?
I passed this way after I did shuffle off my mortal coil and passed from the previous life.
And how did you die?
I was caught to fire. Dreadful fire. Murdered. If you can believe it. But
By whom? I don't think you were a hero of my day. I don't know much about you, Fint.
well, I think you're, probably a bit more experienced than me in your day, so you probably assume had already passed on. I knew your son, Belamon, very well. He was king in Rhaegar when I first met him.
What do you want here, Fint?
Well, what is this?
The Sunken Kingdom.
But we died, right?
Yes, I suppose so, and now we are here.
What is this?
This is the afterlife. This is what it is.
This is the afterlife?
The
It's
shadow of the former world that we knew.
two people. What happens here? Do we die here? Do we get ill? Is it another life?
Mr. Fint, this world is ruled by darkness. And it is owned by the species of vampire. They roam the lands everywhere. Sunken Kingdom is the only sanctum. If there is another, I have yet to find it. So what do we do here? We survive. That's it.
We survive.
Yes. Now, are you familiar with the Sunken City? I imagine you know it well.
Indeed, I do. It's the city of my birth. And I am considered by many to be its first citizen.
Really? Well, perhaps you can be of use here. We need someone of intelligence to help run the city.
Indeed, I think our purpose here in this world is perhaps to earn redemption.
You have any experience running something of this size?
I do.
Olaf is very competent, and now we have Bellaman back. I'm sure we can use a hero as yourself.
Of course. Say no more. I will handle all the day-to-day operations of the city.
And what of news of Rhaegar?
Rhaegar?
Yes, what happened before your death? I'm curious about my old kingdom. Did it prosper?
Yes, indeed. Rhaegar stands as the foremost kingdom of Andaria.
Who is its king?
Well, it was Belamon,
Yes.
and now it's Fratella. I believe your niece.
A queen. She is queen.
Yes. Yes. Well, as far as I know, that was the most recent information I had.
All of a sudden you hear footsteps come in and you see water on the floor. And you're like, "That's not true. I'm the queen of nothing. He murdered me." You see Fratella, the gnome, and she has like moss and seaweed, and she looks like she's been through hell. She's been through the ocean, and she just stands there like the wreck that she is. She's like, "Grandpa, he murdered me." What? Fratella. She like runs over to him and like they hug, and you see the guards kind of stand there like ready, and she starts like, he murdered Bellaman. He murdered the Wienertons. He murdered Wiley Wienerton, and then. Grandpa, we were in our room. We were about to get married, and I had a collector's coin, and we were gonna say it together and rule the kingdom. And he murdered me. He killed me. Mott looks at you, and he pushes her to the side like this, like kind of like consoling her, but like also just like his rage.
Your Majesty, I know I did just lie to you previously, and it was merely because the enormity of my deed sat on me so greatly that I cannot bear to express it to you without being literally consumed by my shame.
Mr.
But
Fitz.
now I am glad that I have been called to account.
Mr. Fitz, you have murdered my son. You have murdered my granddaughter. And now we are all here in this miserable place together. What should I do about that?
Your son,
So-called hero.
he's... You don't understand.
Kill him, Grandpa! Kill him!
Hey, we were launching a ship. It was supposed to be the greatest day of my life, and he stole the treasury of the sunken city. You don't understand.
A gnome stole some gold. And you think that's news?
It just could never quite sit right with me, and it...
Bellaman comes out of the back. And you hear him go like, I agree. He deserves to be punished. But what to do with him? I think death is appropriate. I don't know what you'll find after this life. But it has to be worse than this.
Yeah, okay. Do it.
Bellaman, Olaf, you say that, and Olaf takes out a blade and walks over, goes right to your throat. And Bellaman goes, looks at his father, and then looks at Olaf, and he goes, Wait! I have an idea. And everyone just looks upset. He walks over to his father, the king, and he whispers into his ear. I suppose you're the one he killed, if you suppose this is what you prefer. Fine. Archifint, for your punishments in the other world, we won't kill you. He nods over to one of the men over there and like points something. And you see one of the men comes over and he has a jester's hat. He puts the jester's hat on your head. As you spent your life as a hero and then murdered my family members, you will spend eternity being our fool. You will tell jokes. You will laugh. You will dance like the idiot you are. Forever. This will be your eternity, pleasing the Mots.
I'll take the first option. Kill me. I'll never sing for you or dance for you, you disgusting Mots. No. No. Kill me. Yes. I'm sorry. I can't. I can't.
The king, Clinkerton Mott, the king, takes a dagger and throws it at your feet. Go ahead, brave hero. You have your choice. Take your own life, or be our fool. I'm going to stop it right there. Now we're going to go back to the scene underneath Sunken Kingdom after you guys have defeated Soma and when you were talking to. And Archifint, you were just in a conversation with Argon. So what happened?
Well, after I passed, I came to this world and found the Mots here in charge of the Sunken City. I've been essentially staying here ever since.
I have to admit, there are many things in the afterlife. I did not ever imagine it would be working for the Mots. Bellaman could be quite a handful.
Well, you know, I just figured I'd lay low for now.
Well, what you did was amazing. You rounded some friends here. The gnomes like yourself. Come to think of it, where is the other gnome that was with you?
Sparky,
Yeah, where is he?
where's he? Yo. You see him?
No. Where is he?
I look around.
Where's his suit? Do we see his suit?
You walk around the room and you find his suit is on the floor and it's crushed in many different ways.
Ah!
Sparky!
I start trying to undo the suit.
So now you guys had a roleplay moment. No one went over to Sparky right away. So we're not going to put you into the death roll. So we're going to go around a table, and I think we're going to make it that if 2 1s come out before 2 6s, we're going to just put it up to Faith. He dies.
Just straight through until we get to the end, or?
Yeah. 2 1s
Oh,
before 2
man.
6s.
2 1s before 2 6s, he dies.
Yep.
And we roll these, or?
We're going to go around the table.
I mean, it's like you, Argon asked. Argon distracted Arky with that question. Where
It's all-
were you?
it's
We
all-
didn't.
It's all Argon's
Arky
fault.
was. I
It's
was
Argon's
about to
fault.
be. What, you couldn't do it? Well, I was talking. Never mind. Okay. should I roll?
I leave you with this. My answer to that is this. Ready? This is going to blow your mind a bit. Ready? Here it comes. Here it comes. Argon is an NPC, right? Ready? Here it comes. Argon is not playing the game.
Argon. Okay. As I'm
Did I blow
undoing
your
it.
mind a little bit? Did I blow your mind a little bit? Argon, the NPC, is not playing
You're
the
right.
game.
You know-
You're right. You couldn't be more right about that.
This is why we didn't get along with Argon in the past.
Oh, wow.
Wow, it's still Argon's fault.
Argon.
Everything's Argon's
Still
fault.
blaming
This guy.
Argon.
All
Here we
right.
go.
He's not playing the game.
Open with a
Oh
1.
my
Opens with a 1.
God.
No, reroll.
Oh, okay. 2.
2.
Okay, it's up for grabs.
Wow.
Sparky, poor Sparky.
5.
5. Guys, who's a Sparky fan out there? Sparky the Gnome.
5.
He's been around for a while.
Fans, right?
3.
Somebody roll a d20. If you achieve a 19 or a 20 in chat, I'll put that as a natural 6 on a roll. You can only roll once. Do not roll twice. You will not count the second roll. Rob, you're back.
All right. Let's see. 2.
2. Go ahead. Keep it going. 6.
Yes!
Yes.
A first 6.
Boom! Nah, 2.
5.
Back to you, Rob.
6.
6.
Oh!
You open the suit. You pry it open in the way that you know how, since you're Arky fit. You build suits for a living. You get it open, and you see Arky is there, and he's clinging
Sparky.
to life. Sorry, Sparky. See, Sparky is there.
Doing it.
Can't stop it. Sparky is clinging to life. What is your next action?
Sparky!
Okay. Well, Paladin Caddick will run over to him and render first aid
Okay.
when he sees him out of this. You know how hurt he
Someone help him!
is. Chest
Okay.
compressions and whatnot.
Roll a render aid. You'll need to succeed in a render aid check.
Alrighty.
If you don't, we're gonna do another death round.
Oh, man.
But you have no ones
I'm
yet.
good with render aid, so I'm not concerned at all.
You're gonna add your render aid, and your
9.
that was a 9. You say that is a fail.
He's
You spend the
this
round-
gnome is going to die.
You spend the round
All
trying to
right.
bring Arky back to life. Now we're gonna do a death roll. Everybody goes through. 2 1s come up. Arky dies. Sparky dies.
What do we need? 2 6s?
No, you just need to not have 2 1s now because you already got the 6s.
6 again.
Good. Means nothing to me.
5.
1. Dame is up to Damien.
All right,
As
all
long
right,
as
no
Damien does
problem.
not roll the 1.
5.
Okay, that one's gonna stay, and now we're back to you. You're in the second round. You're trying to bring him back.
Okay.
You just need 1 6 on a render aid.
I start doing that move. You pick up the legs and like bend them and pull them back like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's
Really
good.
go
They
kick
taught
out
you
the
that in
big guns.
Paladin
2.
school.
He's safe.
No,
What?
he's not healed.
Is he rolling for the render aid again?
Oh, well, render aid is a separate roll. 3 dice.
Wait.
Oh, 2
I'm not counting. You
6s.
have to re-roll the proper dice. You
What?
just rolled 4 dice.
This was not a roll. This was a roll, a
But
separate
2
roll.
of them were 6s. I mean, I know he didn't. I know he messed up, but,
So I'll roll.
What's your render
but
aid?
he if he was supposed to roll 3,
Three.
he
What's your
rolled-
survival?
He did roll
Two.
2 sixes
No,
out
render
of
rate is
4.
knowledge.
His knowledge. 3.
I'm sorry. So 3 plus 2,
Yeah.
5 dice.
2 6s. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna give it to you because you failed your way to the top with 2 6s. Okay, so you spend the round trying to render rate, trying to bring him back, and you see that at the last minute, life comes back into his skin, his body, and he's holding on. Where am I?
Oh, fear not,
He's hurt really bad.
brave gnome. I've saved you. You have fought well.
Thank you.
Despite the fact that others wanted you to die, you will live.
Who wanted me to die?
Yeah, I don't get it, but you're okay.
Who are
Don't
the
worry.
bad guys?
Yes.
Well, I can understand that. I was electrocuting them then. Of course.
He's gonna be okay.
I don't think he's ever done CPR on a gnome before.
Their little bones are very fragile. It's not easy.
You have to use 2 fingers instead of your whole hand.
Baby
Thank you.
CPR.
That's what it is.
All right, but we not linger.
How does OG Caddick look?
I'm OJ. Yes. OJ Caddick's holding the hammer, and he's hurt badly,
Yeah, does he need...
but he's standing up.
No, you need to rest within. I'm gonna say the maximum amount would be the hour. Otherwise,
Right.
you're just gonna go unconscious. So you're between then. You need to rest.
I'll make my way over.
We-
What are we to do? We have a bunch of problems coming up. We have these whites and these creatures outside. We do have the army outside as well. You're hurt pretty badly. The gnome here, Sparky here, is hurt.
We
So
must seek to secure the city now. There's no time to get to the Dark Heart.
Yeah, let's get back to the surface, make sure everything's right up there. Let them know Soma's taken care of. They'll appreciate that.
you don't wish to go for the Dark Heart now?
No.
I think we should. I mean, maybe
Worse,
not you. but-
Everyone's so hurt.
This whole city could come down upon our heads.
Mm,
This might be the only chance we have to destroy the Dark Heart. If chaos does overtake the city, we may not have a chance to come back to it.
All right, Paladin Caddick steps up.
it's a
All right.
priority.
That's enough. This party has been reckless beyond belief. And now you want to plunge further in. Going after the Dark Heart.
That's why
As this
we're
other
here.
Caddick stands here,
Like you, William?
dead.
That is why we're here. Soma stood between us and the heart. Not anymore.
We might get aid from people above, though.
If
We
Crassus
will not.
had
people-
arrived here
The people
5
above,
minutes later, you would
The
all
Mots
be
will
dead.
not give us aid.
And the battle would be
The
lost.
Mots will block us from destroying the Heart. This is our only chance to do it. And what happens when the zombies overtake the city? Then what? The Mots will blame us. The Mots will yell at us.
Yep.
The Mots will yell at us. The zombies take up. Is this your concerns?
The citizens were not happy with Soma, I can tell you that. They'll be happy to know she's gone.
Maybe not all of them.
They won't be
Some
happy
worship
if their
her.
walls are being overrun by zombies. Well, we have an army out there.
Some
we can help them with
worshipped
that.
her.
Then let the
Some-
army take care of it. They worship her because she was possessing them.
Maybe, maybe not. You don't know that.
The people will.
The heart is a priority.
Indeed, the heart is a priority.
We're no
So?
shape to.
But our primary target is not when one immediately strikes. The straight line is not always the truest path.
What is your plan if not go after the Dark Heart? What's your plan now? Where is the Dark Heart? We find it! That's my plan! They might know
Indeed,
above.
we'll find it. We'll travel back to the surface, recover, secure the walls of the city,
They might know where it is.
Again,
and then we'll come back down, properly
we
prepared.
might find resistance up there.
Indeed, we might. Indeed, we will.
So,
Trust me, William, I was
Why
surveying
is
the
that-
populace. They'll be on our side.
oh really?
Yes.
We know there are
don't
zombies
know.
outside the city. These whites that will.
Yeah, if we can take
My
care of
side.
them, who knows? If we go to attack the Heart, they might start pouring in, come down and attack us from behind. Be fighting a battle on two fronts.
They may already be pouring it from because we battled so much.
We've been running into danger.
We just
After
killed.
danger.
We just killed the king's queen. He's going to want to kill us. She was possessing everybody.
I have a feeling if we bulk back up right now, we can make a strong show. Let everyone know that Soma has been defeated. We have liberated the city from her tyranny.
They will naturally support us.
But we haven't done the thing that we came here to do.
We will do the thing we came here to do. We are not leaving the city.
Kadok needs his rest, too,
Yes,
at death's door.
he has been through a lot.
We'll need him and his hammer.
I look over at Kadok.
Kadok?
Yes, Hutch.
What happened to Star Sky?
There's, I've sucked the necromancer's soul into Starsky, I suppose is what happened.
I saw a flash of
We were...
something with you and the necromancer when I was above.
Yes, we were suddenly both in another world and, well, bested him. And now we have him trapped here, secure, in the mighty realm.
Really?
The light of Ember, the light of Andar himself was contained in that rod. It's one of the most powerful artifacts known to Andaria.
Yes. Yes, it is indeed.
And now the necromancer's soul inhabits it?
It is truly an extraordinary development. It makes this item even more uncertain in its potential effects.
Is the yellow dust still all around us
Unstable,
still?
Yes.
one might say.
Yes, yellow dust is in the air from the the shadowing of the collector's crystal from other dimensions.
Kadok,
Can we get this dust
Kadok!
into... Yes, Hutch.
I'll take it back.
Well, hold on a second.
No.
Excuse me.
I'll take my hammer back.
Hutch, we're discussing the crystal inside the hammer at the moment, you understand?
There's no discussion as to who belongs to that hammer. I'll take my hammer back now, Kadok. You've done enough.
Well, like I said, the necromancers... in this crystal, it's very unstable at the moment, Hutch. Are you certain you know what you're...
Yes, I'm certain.
Well, hold on. Kadok was the one who was battling the necromancer for the past however long.
If he put it in there,
I was just wondering if somehow we could channel this...
He might know.
some of this amber dust into it. What else can we do with this thing?
If the necromancer tries to get back out, he might know. We don't want you being
It's
possessed in the same
sparking like
way.
it's not done before. But Hutch, we have to go back up to the surface.
Then
I
give
know
me
you want
my
to get to the
hammer,
dog heart, but we got to
and
rest.
I will go to the surface. Give me Star Sky.
Easy now, Hutch.
Hutch, are you all right?
Kadok, you've taken the most evil being that we know of, and you've put him in the rod!
I know it was a...
Give me the hammer!
Those two sentences go together very oddly to me, sir.
let's
Oh,
calm
no, I say not
down here,
sir.
everybody.
I say Goodman Hutch.
Take it easy.
For you are simply a blacksmith, and I would ask you to remember your tongue, sir. Again, not sir.
Easy. Easy. Both of you. We don't want any conflict
No.
here.
His blood is up, William. Hutch, really. Just calm down. And let's go up. Paladin Kadok steps forward. Yes, really. Hutch! Stay calm, friend.
Kadok, you and I have been tasked with saving Andaria. You would pull rank? Now? Give me my weapon. You are near death. If you would like to go even closer, do not give me that hammer.
I'm not sure someone with so much rage should be so close to the necromancer.
I will take you there.
Is a hammer
Make no mistake, Kaduk, that is a threat. Give me Star Sky now.
No.
I ready my whip.
Take it easy. Take it easy.
Hutch.
I take a few steps back.
Let's not do something
Okay.
Start
we're
taking
gonna
off-
regret
taking
here.
off my armor.
Okay.
Hutch, how about this? Go back up to the surface. Let me rest up. We can settle with a good dust up.
We'll settle with a good dust up now.
I crack my whip between them. Enough! There's no time for this. You're clearly not thinking straight, Hutch. You were just possessed by this demon. I need to get you to the surface as well. Something's going on with you.
With me.
Yes. You're full of this rage. It's unbecoming. It's not like you.
I'm full of rage because he took my weapon.
Something strange is going on with the weapon. We need to get up to the top, see what's going on,
Then-
reevaluate our situation.
Then give it to me.
Let's go. Yes. I will give it to you at some point, Hutch.
I'm speaking to everyone here now. If that hammer is not in my hand in 10 seconds, I'm going to attack Kaduk. And you will all be responsible for it.
Really
Yes, William.
interesting.
I step between. I put Kaduk behind me. You'll have to go through me.
Really?
I'm a paladin, but also here you are the commanding officer and your own men. I feel like it's not my place to get in between this. But I will not let anyone slay anyone over this decision. But do what you must, both of you. Figure it out.
Is this what it's come to? We're gonna kill each other over this?
That's what I was saying. There's something going on with this crystal, with the necromancer.
Yes.
It's corrupting.
I think it's affecting both of you. Well,
Well,
yes.
I think all of us are here to destroy Dark Hearts, and I think
agree.
someone else is concerned with his state as the Lord Commander. And every opportunity he has, he will refer to me as simply a blacksmith. And he couldn't stand to see that weapon in my hands, and the second he had a chance to take it from me, he did. The second he had a chance to soil the holy energy that inhabited it, he did. And now that he's put his stain upon it, he will claim it as his own. You won't. You'll reach the surface without the hammer, or you won't reach the surface at all.
I looked at Paladin Caddy. Is he like this all the time?
No. Not usually. And OG Kaduk. Very well. Peace, Hutch. Old friend. I meant no offense. Of course, I lay no claim to your hammer. But I do.
I take off.
Which way?
You leave?
Back up?
Just away.
Okay.
I'll go over to Cole.
All right.
Okay. You walk over to the rubble where Cole is. Cole, obviously the Lark, basically a Trent. He's on the floor. He's covering what appears to be the body of Thalen, who at one point seemed to be conscious, but is now not conscious at all.
Do we all see that? Or just...
No, just him because
Okay.
he's investigating.
This is Cole.
Cole with Cole, whose body, who's obviously he's 25 foot, right? So he's large tree, and he's protecting Thalen. And it looks like he did, but Thalen still got hurt a bit.
Is Thalen conscious? Or
No.
is he out?
He's out.
Thalen's out.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna try to. Is it like he's inside like bramble and sticks?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna try to make my way into Thalen.
Okay. You're spending time trying to get in there, see what you can do. At this moment, you guys hear like a feels like almost like a stampede. You hear like above. It sounds like there's like a wave of creatures running through all the caverns. And you know these mines are extensive in the Sunken Kingdom, but whatever is happening, it is one level above, and it seems like as if every single corridor and tunnel in that mine above you is filled with screaming and shrieking undead.
That doesn't sound good.
Your party of about 12, 13 people, you have those knights with you, are down below it. You're looking at Cole. Everyone else looking at each other, trying to be quiet and figure out what they're going to do. It's up to you guys. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna try to render aid to Thalen.
Talk to the Cadix. Should keep an eye on him and that hammer. Something seemed off.
Yes.
You've got to get out of here.
Also, this dust. Last time we were with it, the hammer was able to harness it. It gave us the army. Maybe we could do something with it here.
Perhaps.
Sounds like we're going to need it.
But which way should we head now? Seems like up is no longer an option.
Or maybe it's the correct option. I mean, they might need help up there. Or at least
Ugh.
our army's outside. Is our army
Perhaps
still there?
They had standing orders, right?
They'll be attacking soon.
Yes. Is it soon enough? How long has it been? Not close to the 2 hours we gave them, right?
No. That battle is short, so you probably fought for a few minutes. So 15 minutes get down there. You're probably about an hour 40 away from the 2 hour mark, but that means that 40 minutes an entanglement of knights would go through the secret entrance they found into the city,
Towards
and
us.
then the last hour, all of them would attack the city. And you don't know if they changed their tactics, of course, but that's what your plans
Last
were.
we left them.
So you guys are underneath the city, underneath the mines. You went down here, you killed this demon. You're trying to figure out where to go. Above you, as I mentioned before, is all these undead that, as you pretty much know, you killed the demon. They're looking for you, you imagine, but who knows? And yeah, you don't know the state of the night. So this is a one of those decisions where, as players, it could change the very quest of which direction you go into.
Okay. Let's really take our not take our time. Yes. Let's just think. Our options. Go deeper into the cavern.
Which
We're wounded.
I think we should do that because
These things are potentially pursuing us. Do we know if these things? We don't know if these things are going up or down, right? That's one thing.
No,
I still think we should go towards the heart.
I don't think
Which
we know
might-
where the heart is.
No, but it's I think there's a good shot that it's further down.
Right. Maybe we need to.
I mean,
Well, it's where the crystal was it not?
I was all for going back up until I knew that the level above us was filled with undead. Changes everything.
Where was the crystal of Sunken City? Does anyone know?
Arky knows.
Arky knows.
Yeah.
So you from here, you know that it's definitely down more, because your guys are pretty deep. You went down a bunch. You descended, but it's still down below, and you're probably on the outside of the eminence of the crystal.
Oh yeah, this dust. It was near the other heart. So maybe the heart is near here if we're experiencing the same dust.
yeah, maybe.
Yes.
I make my way over towards Hutch.
Richard Weil wants to know if you can offer advice. Yes, you can offer advice. Yeah, guys. As always,
Help us, Richard.
to anyone who's watching right now, as you know, on Audio Dungeon, when you guys give advice, I will tell them, and they can decide, and that's the way that you guys can play with us, amongst other things as well. But absolutely, give advice.
Hutch. I know you're pissy about your hammer right now, but remember the other dust it absorbed in gave the power of the Red Knight. Maybe it could do something here.
I try to heal Thalen.
How do you heal him?
Render aid.
Do you have anything that goes with render aid? Otherwise, it's just to stabilize.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. You try to render him. You try to stabilize him. You're not sure. You also don't believe he's bleeding out, but you do like tend to his wounds and such. But as you check him out and try to like stop any wounds, you uncover that there aren't any wounds. So he's not bleeding. He's not dying. He's just unconscious.
Okay. I'll try to pull him out too.
It'll take a few minutes, but you can get him out.
I'll help him when I see him doing that.
Okay. Yeah, you see him tending to him. You take a look. See he's unconscious, and then you see him start to try to pull him out.
All right. So, if we push on to the heart, do we leave the wounded here? Can we?
Richard Weil is suggesting to use detect evil to try to sense the dark heart.
Yeah. I am going to use try and detect evil. Well,
We need to figure something out here. We can't take on around 1,000 of these creatures up top. Whatever we do here, we need to hunker down, go for this dark heart, or find a way up and out of the city. One of those options needs to happen. We need to do it quickly.
I want to try to absorb the dust into the hammer.
Okay, you put it up. Roll a will check.
Will. It's 3.
Well, you rolled a lot of will checks and you only have 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have stubborn, so you can really use it again.
Oh yeah, that's right. Stubborn. 3. Very
Okay,
stubborn.
you concentrate on it, you focus on it, and nothing happens. You can't get it to activate. You can try again, though.
I will.
Okay, so as you're helping, you're pulling him out, he just stops. He stop. Let's go with Thalen, and just starts focusing on his hammer. And you're like right next to him, like,
I'm like, good. No, that's what I wanted him to do anyway.
Good.
I pull Thalen out.
Keep concentrating, Hutch.
so
Missed again.
this again? Okay.
It's all right. I know you're a little upset right now. You'll get it eventually. You can do it.
Let's move.
let's push forward to the heart. Can some stay behind, perhaps,
I don't
to
think
guard
that's a
the
good
wounded,
idea.
the
Yes.
gnomes,
If perhaps we will.
Yeah, I
the
guess-
knights?
There is
Guard.
a way that has collapsed here, the way down, and this cavern seems like it might be extensive, and perhaps you'll find your way to the dark heart and the crystal, the remnants of. I will stay here with my men. We will guard this portal here.
Against this horde of zombies above us.
Okay.
What should be
Perhaps
overrun?
OG Caddick's also going to stay.
perhaps Kadek, you will stay with us
Sits
as well,
down and
since you are hurt.
he starts to rest. Very well.
Archifint, you're without a suit. Why don't you stay as well? William, Yo-Yo, one of you want to stay, or
William,
Well,
we're
William
gonna
wants
need
to
you
go.
down there.
Yeah, William definitely wants to go.
Yo-Yo, you will help
Um,
stay and defend versus any
All right.
coming evil from above.
you got it.
So there you have. We split into 2 parties. If we do not hear from you, I would say in a few hours, I will try to make a break for the surface. Otherwise, I will try to wait for your return.
All right.
very well.
Can you
The-
say any sort of protective blessing over this place to stop the undead if it comes to that?
I can set up a holy ground here. I will do so.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, he's equivalent of like a 30th level paladin.
Does it bother me to be near him?
Perhaps this world's different because it doesn't, but
Yeah.
you don't know what it would be like in the real world.
Yeah.
The dust. Is it just in this area, or like?
The dust is everywhere. It's like amongst the air throughout the cavern.
So
And you hear the wind like you hear him right now, by the way. We hear the wind. At home, they're not hearing it. But
So if we were to travel on deeper down, is the dust still there?
I can't tell you what will happen.
If I'm looking down the
From what you
Through the
see, there's
corridor,
dust
we-
everywhere.
okay.
Mighty dusty down here.
So how often can I try to channel the dust into the?
I'm going to say within reason, you could try it once every minute.
Okay.
There's no. It doesn't tire you out to do so. It's just about focusing.
Were we with Cole when he was breathing it in? Yeah, right? When he was doing his whole, like... He was
Yes.
being a tree with it?
Yeah, you're all with him.
I'll do one like deep breaths. See if anything happens to me.
Roll d6.
Is it just 1/6 or is it a will check?
Just roll d6. 1.
4.
Nothing happens. Breathe it in.
I keep going.
I'm gonna try again. Can I try again now?
Yep.
4. Come on, 6.
All of a sudden, the crystal hammer lights up, and it kind of gyrates. You're forced to grab it with 2 hands because it's like moving, and you see it's attracting the dust in the area, and the dust is just kind of focusing into it and drawing into the hammer. You can feel the energy of the hammer is growing.
Steady now, Hutch.
It's getting more powerful.
Can you control it?
Control what?
The hammer.
I just absorbed the dust. Don't know what to do now.
It's actively going as you're talking too. It's still doing it.
Can you s-
It's not just to explain it to you. It's the hammer is definitely shaking. The dust is not flying in at a rapid rate. It's almost like attracting to it slowly.
Mm.
But while it's doing it, the hammer's like
Right.
amping up.
Right. So it's not like a violent thing. It's just
Right.
it's shaking. As you're standing there, and many of you are looking at this, Argon and his troops are standing at the crumbled entrance that you guys climbed down, just waiting there, looking up. And all of a sudden, you see Thalen opens his eyes. What happened?
Your Majesty.
Is it over?
It's not over. We've won a great battle, though. You have. Your people have done you great honor.
He looks over. Is Cole okay? He looks over at Cole, and you can't even make heads or tails out of Cole because he's underneath a lot of rubble. He's heavy himself, made of wood, obviously being a tree, and all the rock on him is giant-sized. So he's in a problem. Thalen immediately tries to get up, and he's almost like falling down. He wants to go to Cole. You can roleplay.
Easy there, Taylor.
Yes.
I'll help him along towards Cole.
He just gets over there, and he makes a motion as if he's going to move something to help him, and he realizes that there's nothing he can do. So he just puts a hand on like his arm, and kind of just sits with him, as if perhaps just being there for him might be a help.
Maybe Yo-Yo could see about assisting to get some of the rocks off of him because Yo-Yo still got his suit.
Yeah. So Yo-Yo in a
So
huge
I think that's
15
what he
foot
would-
iron mech walks over. You can roleplay that.
Hey, maybe I can help get some of the rocks off of him. You know, we could move some of that rubble.
Please, whatever you can do, it would be great.
All right, just
He moves
all
to
right,
the side.
Yeah. Just watch where you are and try to keep an eye out for any other falling rocks. Try to guide me as I do this a little bit.
So he helps you do exactly what you just said, and he's looking for anything that's falling. And you're using all the servos, to pick up these heavy rocks, and you start moving them off. And it's a slow process, but you have
We
time.
have some time. Yeah.
Okay, that's what you spend your time doing.
All right.
Does she uncover Cole's head at any point?
Say again?
Is Cole's head uncovered at any point?
No.
Okay.
Nope. Anyone can take an action right now.
All right, let's go.
Yes. Has the hammer stopped pulling in dust?
It's steadily pulling in the dust right now.
Let's just go.
Let's go. All right. Forward.
Okay, so just to clarify for me and for audience, the party that is moving down is everyone's main characters.
William.
It's
Yep.
William, Craston, Hutch,
Paladin cat.
and Paladin Caddick.
It's just the 4 of us.
There's the 4 of you.
Wow.
Really?
Really?
We wanna-
That's it. We don't want to
you
do it
pictured the
anymore.
whole army of people going, but it's
We're
just
scared. We don't want to go.
Is there nobody else that wants to go with us?
How are you healthy?
Yeah.
Not great, but
Yeah. I'm chipper.
chipper.
Well, that's great.
I ran down, did a cool
Good-
flip.
Okay.
Good for you.
We saw walking down. I'll cast Detect Evil as we start going?
I'm also gonna
potentially help.
look for signs of vampires to detect prey.
You're looking for vampires.
Like using detect prey, yeah, to see if I discover any like.
To prey that you might feed on.
No. Vampires are still my detect prey.
Okay. I thought you meant the opposite.
No,
because
no.
Multiple prey.
Just
Okay, so
clarifying.
you were detecting vampires, and you're detecting
I'm
evil.
detecting evil. 2 6s.
Yeah.
Okay. So you definitely can sense a direction, like a compass, where the evil's going. You start winding through the cavern, and while you're doing this, it's still shaking, and you're still pulling in more of this ember light. And you believe from how it's going that last time you might have been at the heart of where the crystal was when you were at the Red Knight's crystal. Now you're not there. So there's a difference of how much power you're consuming, but you are consuming it. Like I said, you believe to be that you're at the outer part of the eminence of this crystal. If it was at the center, you're at the very edge of it. Confused? As if it's below, it's emanating, say it emanates a mile, right?
No,
You're
I'm
at
not
the edge of that
confused. I'm
mile.
just wondering, is it get dangerous then as we bring this thing closer to more and more crystals?
I can't answer that.
I know, but that's why I was making a face.
So when we were absorbing the red crystal,
You were at the heart where the crystal was.
it felt more powerful.
Oh, yeah.
So you're implying as we get closer,
Yeah,
it may
the
feel
tornado
more
was like-
things.
If we're getting closer.
I'm only implying.
We will.
I'm only telling you about what he feels, and you can make that. That's the judgment you make from what you're feeling, and you can kind of tell that you're not there yet. The fact that he's saying that it's down here, trying to
Right.
detect evil, trying to detect the dark heart, which is obviously probably placed near the center of where the crystal was, exactly like in the Red Ruins where the dark heart was. So all these things together, it's a very easy assumption to assume that you are on the outer eminence of where the crystal is in another dimension.
All right.
Crystals in another dimension. All right, we keep
No signs of vamps.
going
No,
forward.
no vampires.
Closer to the evil.
Yeah. Let's. Well, yeah. Where
Is
it's
it dark?
going?
How do we-
wanna
how are we
go to
seeing?
Where it's going.
There are lights in here. There's actually torches on the walls. So you guys are making your way around this cavern, and you're weaving in and out of tight spots. Eventually, you come to another spot where the cavern seems to have collapsed, and it seems to be a bit of a climb down. This would put you pretty much in the darkness, unless you have a light source.
I take a torch off the wall.
Okay, you grab one of the torches, take it out, drop it down, it falls. It clangs versus the sides. And interesting enough, this is a sheer wall that's going down. It's smooth, but somebody has attached some sort of boards to use as a makeshift climbing apparatus, like a ladder. So it's actually in the rock somehow installed.
The boards are.
Yeah, it looks like something a miner might have done at some degree. But remember, you're not in the real world. You're in this afterlife, the shadow realm of the real world, just to kind of clarify this. Anyway, so as you drop this torch down, it falls for a while. You see that sheer cliff, and probably about 5 seconds after, it falls into water,
What?
and the light extinguishes.
So we hear the sploosh.
The sploosh is heard.
Is it cavernous? Is it like
Yeah.
a little kuching, or is it like?
It echoes, yes.
Cavernous sploosh.
It's very Minecrafty. Like you've opened up that one little, you hit that one block, and then it's a whole nother world down there.
Let's go. I start to climb down the makeshift steps.
I'll wait up here. I can just meet you down there.
Okay,
I'll
You start-
follow him.
you start climbing down the steps, or not the steps. The
Ladder.
we'll call it a ladder, but it's
Do we have rope? I guess they started climbing already, but
he started climbing already. After you climbed, you're like, do we have rope?
we should have tied him up.
And the three of you are still there.
I'll follow him.
Okay.
I'll go. Yeah.
Okay, you follow.
Can I climb while I'm holding the hammer?
I'm gonna say that's probably gonna be harder because the hammer is actually taking in power, and it seems to be difficult. Whatever you want to do, you can do.
If I put it on my back, what happens? It's just
It's still just shaking because it's absorbing its energy. It's lighting up amber color, It is absorbing. I would say if you had to make a check, I would give you a -1 die. Take 1 die off any check, just to give you an idea of how it's inhibiting you. Not much, but enough to make an impact.
How is it attached on your? Like, is it in danger of falling off if he just has it on his back? Like, is it like?
No.
You feel unstable with that thing? Here, I take off the cape. I put it on Hutch.
Hutch, would you like to go back and wait with the others?
No.
I'm climbing down, actually.
I was gonna say,
Hutch, would you like to go back?
You're not near him.
How's it going up there, guys? Is Hutch okay?
I don't know. I'm right behind you, bud.
Here, Hutch. If you slip, this will save you.
What do you give it?
The cape.
Yeah, he gives him the cape.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Okay.
Thanks.
Don't let that hammer go into the drink.
Into the drink. Okay.
I just step right off.
Yeah, like a bat.
Step off.
Oh, man.
He said like a bat, but bats don't do that.
Yeah, sure they do.
They just hover down.
What
Yeah.
about?
That's fly.
Bats
Go up like
flap
this.
like very fast.
Yeah, they
don't,
flap.
like, glide
You're not
down.
flapping.
They flap a lot more than
It's like
birds.
what
The
does
only-
he know
the
about
only,
bats?
The only flapping that's happening right now is Liam's mouth.
That's right. That's bad. That tracks. Yep.
So you jump off like a bat and you hover down.
Yeah.
Okay, so you hover down. Do you stay near the wall for protection, or you just go out
Yeah.
into the cavern?
Oh,
No. I
He
stay
got
close
me
to the
with
wall.
that one already once.
So you, as you're going down, you're getting very close to Caddick, who's
And me.
making his way down. Yes, and William as well. What do you want to do?
I want to go like if the wall's here and the ladder is here, I want to stay close to the wall like here.
Let's go to the side. Okay.
Yeah.
So you go to the side. Everyone else who's climbing, everyone is climbing at this point? Are you climbing
Yeah, I'll
down?
climb down.
Okay. So
I'm a
everyone
good
is
climber.
climbing. You're going to roll your climb check. And we're going to need... I don't think this is very hard. It's probably a little scary, but I don't think it's very hard. You're going to roll
It's in
climb check
Constitution.
looking for 1 success. That's it.
Strength doesn't matter.
You
for
don't
climb,
need to.
just Constitution, right?
1 success. You
Just-
add your climbing plus your constitution, and
Yes.
that's how many dice you roll.
Right. Yeah.
2 6s.
5 and a 1.
Okay. So as you're climbing, you slip and you're grabbing the boards as you're going down and you're falling. I'll give you a feat of strength check to just grab at one of those boards as you're passing them pretty quickly. If you fail this check, you're going to probably fall. This is a desperate situation.
Drink.
Five to 1.
Okay, it's
Reroll.
this is it. Using a reroll. You have a reroll? Just making sure.
Yeah.
You say yeah, but you're looking it up.
No, because I got 2 character sheets.
How do you
so-
not know?
As you can see
They
right
gave him
there,
one, yeah. The fans
Two,
gave
it
him one.
Did you
says-
get one today?
You gotta make sure.
I used one
you
earlier.
write
Now
it
I'm down
down?
to 1. Let the record show.
Yeah,
You
make
are
sure you
the
put those big old sheets away
Well,
so that when we
Please
need it
don't look
again,
up.
you can just go through them all again,
Okay.
and the world can wait.
Here is the reroll.
Bam.
Oh no!
552.
No sixes. So you end up from the beginning falling like whoof. As you're coming down, you're just trying to just claw your hands into the side, and one of the boards you grab onto it, and the board just comes out with you, and whoof, and you fold into darkness.
How far is he falling from me?
You would be past them because you're falling faster, and that you've already encountered them. And what's the exact question you just asked me?
Can I reach? If he's going to fall past me, can I reach him?
I would say that you have an attempt to reach him to get in the way. I'm not gonna say what the roll is gonna be, but if your highest roll is a 1, you're gonna get caught in the turmoil. That means your highest on all of your dice. All of your dice would have to be ones, just so you know. So it's not that likely. You could try to reach out and grab him if you wish, because he would pass you. You're moving faster than him. So this would be after the strength fail. You would take a reach out. No.
No, listen. I'm gonna tell him to grab the hammer.
Oh,
Hold the hammer
my
out.
God.
To one Caddick, he says no. And to the other one, you give it freely. Okay,
Grab the hammer, Caddick.
so he swings the hammer into your face. I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. Grab this with your face. Okay, so
Batter up.
in a desperate moment, he puts out this hammer, and so I'm not going to make Dan roll anything. I'm just going to give the roll to you. It's just the way he's doing it. And we're going to make this... You know what? Could be a sleight of hand. Just make a sleight of hand check.
He gets sucked towards it like the dust.
Sleight of hand is good for me.
One success on sleight of hand.
Cat practices his card tricks all day long.
No!
Oh my goodness.
Three,
Wait, I'm
one.
stubborn, right?
No,
Is that how
that's
it
will.
Will?
That's
Oh,
will.
that doesn't help.
Got to reroll? 6, 5, 4.
His hands are so
Three.
stubborn.
Yeah, I'm gonna
2.
use it. I'm gonna die.
His hands are so stubborn.
No!
my
Even
God.
worse!
No.
Oh,
What's-
2 3s, a 2 and a 1. In 8 dice, I didn't get higher than a 3.
Wow. Wait till we play Access and Allies soon.
Oh no. That's it. Nice reroll. Won't have to
About to
bring
be
this sheet out again anymore.
wet,
Don't worry.
boy.
He tries to grab on, and he goes right past it. He just doesn't even touch it. And you go flying down into the darkness.
How far is the drop? Like far, right? We have to
Far.
guess.
It's water.
It's-
It's fine.
It's way over
Why did
100
I
feet,
waste-
probably 200 feet.
200 feet. That's
Ouch.
even into water. That's quite a drop.
Ouch.
Yes. And with armor on.
I once jumped off like a 12-foot diving board,
Actually,
and that water
The
stung
armor might
pretty
work
hard.
in his favor,
Yeah, I used
actually.
to
for
dive
the
off.
initial.
40-foot tower.
Nice.
That slapped her.
Yeah, I bet.
That tower slaps. Okay, so you fall into darkness. You are hovering down. You see that he passed you, and the two of you are aware that he fell. You're still climbing down. You made your checks.
Yeah.
He's gone, right?
Yeah, you hear
Can't
him
see
just
him.
now. Hit the water.
And he was below us. Oh, he hit the water. Oh boy.
Keep going.
Keep going. Be on the lookout for him, Hutch.
Yeah.
All right, I climb. Is that it? We just climb?
They're telling us the fans are telling us right now that Caddick has talent expertise, which means that you would re-roll it.
Oh.
Which is the talent? The sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand.
Yeah, talent expertise would be you roll any skill within it again, but you have to find on your sheet.
Talent expertise.
It would be in your loadout.
Second sheet. Oh, is it? No.
Sometimes they're just chilling in the global
I don't
passives.
think I have talent expertise.
It could be in a global passive, I guess.
I
Yeah.
have clever save.
I'm going to give Rob exactly 30 seconds to find on his sheet.
Oh,
if he
no.
cannot, it won't happen.
Oh, species skills, maybe? No.
Richard Kwan goes up. Trust me.
Talent expertise. Of course I have it. That's that natural.
That's a
gains-
global passive, though.
That's that
Yeah,
natural
yeah,
gains.
that's fine.
Sheet 2. Yeah.
Natural skills gain expertise.
You have another roll then. So you could be saved by one of the
Of course I
fans.
got that.
Ooh, I get that.
It's
for
just that
Constitution.
I have it for
Remember that.
survival.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he got a 6.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Richard.
Okay, so this is the last roll that you actually did make. The water splashing does not happen. That didn't happen. You reach out and you grab the hammer, and you start pulling down the hammer with all of your weight. So you're going to go flying down with him. You're unable to hold this. So I'm going to say you've halved his falling rate, but you're both propelling down. And that's going
At
down.
half speed.
Yeah, at half the speed he would be falling.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Does anything happen on the way down? Do you have any actions? 6 seconds.
Nope. Nothing I can do.
Don't try and grab a board. You'll hurt your arm.
Is your phone just falling down? Okay. Both you hit the water. You two are up top, still climbing down.
Oh, yeah.
Continue climbing.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me 2 more climb checks to get to the bottom. You can do both now.
What's that?
Okay. So I need a 6, right?
Yeah. 6. You're running out of
I'm
time.
gonna
5,
reroll.
4,
Hang on.
3, 2,
6. Got it. That's
1
the
is
first one.
locked in.
And we gotta make 2, right?
Yeah.
6.
6.
When I see them go, I dive off.
Whoa.
Does that mean you failed?
I was looking if I had something to help me do that, and then I was like, nah. So yeah.
I have Constitution expertise.
So you just go with it and you jump down.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have full guard, so I can fall.
Do you have full guard?
Yes. But it's 5 feet times my acrobatics,
Which is
not like 200 feet.
right, but I'm about to roll
What is
damage
it?
on you,
Oh,
so it
one.
helps.
1 times 5.
Acrobatics is,
Under agility.
I believe, 2.
So
Pretty
10
good.
feet?
Mine's 0.
Mhm.
Okay.
Knock 10 feet off that, baby.
Wow, so like you fall for 190 feet. It's nothing.
But I also went into a dive, remember? Really cool. Do I get like a strength thing for that?
I'm going to give you half damage because you're a vampire, and I feel like you could take it. So I'm giving you an advantage, but you're still going to take a good amount of damage.
Oh, boy.
Are you doing like a
41
spinning dive?
damage.
You might hit yourself. on the
41
side.
damage?
41 damage. You hit the water. It feels like hitting concrete a bit. You are a vampire, so you are a lot more tough than the average humanoid.
Now, if they hit it first and broke the surface tension, does that help at all?
Excellent point.
Yes, that would. They
Another
do
5
hit. They do hit
HP?
first.
And we hit nice and slow though.
Yeah, did
but-
we hit first?
Right. I was just gonna say that. I don't know
He
who
goes
hit first.
zipping by us.
And I don't think
Break out the physics.
we're not gonna go into who hit first.
Too
So
much math.
yeah, I
Sorry.
took off a lot of damage for you. So
That's nice. That's nice.
you're gonna take 41 damage, and that's it. You guys, I'm gonna give you a low amount of damage just for your hit. Not much.
It's 1.
7 damage.
We all hit around the same time then?
Kinda.
We all contribute to breaking the surface tension.
Yes.
equally.
I have
And-
to go first.
I'm
and,
still
Will,
climbing.
and William climbs down. When you get to the bottom, you see that there actually is no bottom. There's no ledge. There's no like, oh, I'm going to walk out here. You see that this area where the boards are go into the water and continue going down as if this place filled up and these boards were made to go down even further.
Wow.
Now, where the water is, though, this cavern goes off in many different directions. Literally, you can see 6 different ways that you could travel through. Where you see the stalactites are just everywhere, and sometimes coming close to the water. Sometimes the ceiling is very high, and it does feel like this cave or whatever it is, this cavern has filled up with water, pretty high.
Do we see dust traveling to or from any direction?
There's dust everywhere in the air before. The dust seems thicker, and the dust is also in the water, like floating around, and it does make a little bit of light. Enough for you to have like a dim night light everywhere.
It's still going into the hammer.
Yeah, the hammer's just drawing it all in.
Is it coming from generally everywhere, or can we see it coming, let's say, from one direction more so than any other direction?
It does get thicker and brighter at certain areas, and it's pretty much down.
Down.
Yeah.
Oh man.
That's. I don't know. Pick a direction. We gotta go some way.
We're chilling because we can still hold on to the side, right? We're not treading water, needing to swim right now. We're chilling.
So now that I've described everything, now we're gonna go into this next part. Who's wearing armor? You?
And
Yeah.
me.
So you're on the side, you're fine. You're immediately dropping into the water and you're having trouble swimming. You need to roll a swimming check immediately now.
Okay, well, not my strong.
I'm going to make you roll. Is your armor magical?
Oh, I was gonna ask, Kag, do you have weightless armor?
Weightless
It's
armor.
under global passives if you have it.
Oh,
I feel like Squirrel has a pipeline right to the fans right there. He's always looking at the screen. He's like, "Oh, I just
Well,
a
yeah,
random
I mean,
thing in my mind. Do you have?"
I have weightless armor. Will that apply in this type of situation?
Maybe.
That's I just assumed it wouldn't.
Just
so I
pointing
didn't
it
bring
out.
But
His
good
armor's
point.
made of a life vest, an inflatable life vest.
Yeah, it's inflatable, so you're just good.
Hutch made it. Hutch knows.
I do have the weightless armor, but which is no movement penalty for heavy armor.
Okay, so you're not going to
Still
take.
sinks, I imagine.
You're still going to sink, yeah, but it's not going to be extra. I was going to give you an extra one
Right.
for it. I'm going to give you. You're going to require 2 successes on a swim check, otherwise you're going to be sinking.
2 successes. Oh boy.
Yep.
Okay, and a 6.
So it's a swim check. How much swimming do you have?
0.
Okay, and your Constitution.
1.
So there you go, 1 die. You got it right.
Nope.
No good.
Check to see if you have constitution expertise. Species skills.
I would doubt you have that.
No. I don't have that.
No, he's got
We
the
roll
other
will
one.
net-
He's
no,
got the other
That's stubborn.
what was it?
Yeah.
talent.
That's
He's got the talent.
So I have to
one.
make 2 checks. Well, I failed the first one. Do I bother making the second one?
There's no second check.
I'm
You
sinking
just
in-
added that second check.
I'm sinking in the
Okay, so as you hit, I described to you the whole room so you know what it is. And immediately after you land, you try to start swimming, like for the side, which I would imagine would be your impulse to get to the boards where he is, and he immediately just starts going down.
He went under.
I thrust the hammer down to him and I try to
Not this time. I don't.
grab it again.
I'll get because I think it's impossible but I'm going to give it the possibility because I think that anything's possible usually. So I'm going to say that both of you need to roll a 6.
Do I
On a die.
Do I notice this? Is there time?
You both roll a
Both of us
6.
need to roll 6.
And nope, it
Five.
does not happen.
Not even
2.
close.
No. And you put it down and you just go slow through the water because it is not a wieldy thing through the water. And he's drowning and he can't do anything. He's sinking.
I
So-
see. I
I'll try to
don't
help him.
notice.
Yeah. Now, when you do that also, well, I was going to say something I noticed before, which now I forgot about and I re-remembered. You've never picked up your armor.
Yes.
Yeah, so you're aware that you don't have your armor on.
Yeah. That's why
Okay.
I'm not sinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. It would
And
be
that may hurt later
before
on. But,
before I asked you, I said, you walk over there right now. After you do this, you just go. You're like, yeah, and I concentrate twice. I said, okay. Okay, so yeah, you're not sinking, but you do have the Warhammer, and the Warhammer it's magical. It's not that bad. I won't let it bother you. I feel like you could probably manage with it, but it's a problem. Anything else in your hands, I'm going to force you to have a problem. But you're working it out. Okay, he's going down. You're on the side. You're okay. You wearing armor?
Leather.
Leather?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to swim like to him with my whip and like wrap the whip around him and try to like pull him back up. You know what I mean? Like drag him up.
What armor are you wearing? Caddick?
Full plate steel.
He's
too heavy.
He's sinking. Well, not about that. He's just like he's going down
So I
fast,
can't even get to him.
and
in
like
time.
you're starting to swim.
Rock.
But that's what happens. You start swimming down here, and again, there is a dim light everywhere from this from the specks of dust. And you see him just going down fast. So Caddick it's your turn. I'm going to give you because you need to make an action as you're falling.
I look down.
You look down and you see that it's a long way down, and you can kind of see the bottom. On the bottom, I would say I put out about 150 feet. You see that there is some sort of like cave entrance or something.
Okay. Since I can't get back up, I'm gonna commit to the down. So I try and
Oh,
quickly as possible get to that
150
little hole and
feet.
see if I can find an air pocket. That's what I'm doing now.
Pressure's gonna pop your head.
Okay, so
Nah.
your constitution is pretty low, which means you don't have any extra rounds of holding your breath. So you see him trying to committing, like you said, going downwards. He just
I
tries
pull
to
back up.
expedite the process. You swim to the top, and what do you guys want to do up top, William and Hutch?
Do I notice the cave that he's going towards, or I just see him swimming down?
You can roll a perception check.
4.
You had your survival? Perception plus survival.
5. But I have survival expertise.
Then you roll again.
Nah, force.
Okay, so you do not see the cave below. You make it back to the top. The three of you can speak. You're sinking.
He started swimming down. I don't know where he's going. He's gonna drown though.
What was he swimming toward?
He was just swimming down.
He must have saw something.
I didn't see anything, but maybe. I don't know what else he'd be doing. I don't know why he didn't just take his armor off.
What?
I don't think it's really that easy to get out of.
For
It's
real?
Full steel plate. Like sinking.
Because I wish I thought of that.
Because I don't think it's that practical.
Yeah.
Die.
Real Caddick knows you can't get out of all
Michael
that.
Greenwell says, gurgle, gurgle, gurgle.
You go in the water in armor, you just make the best of it.
You make the
You
best.
don't try and get out of the armor. Fools. Rookie mistake.
Oh man, what are we gonna do?
I don't know. I mean, it's deep. I don't know if I can't swim all the way down that way.
Yeah, I can't swim down that far either.
Okay, so
I can't hold my breath down.
there's no actions above.
I'm
You-
gonna drown.
What am I
Is that what's happening?
above, you're like, they're gonna get me out any second.
They're just sitting there, and I'm gonna drown.
So you expedite the
No,
process.
I'm going the right way. I feel like I'm on the.
You expedite the process. You swim down,
Yes.
and you get to the area where the cave begins. And now you're beginning to struggle. And now we go into your Constitution points, which you have 1, which means you have 1 round of air before you start to suffocate.
Yeah.
You see that the cave is there. Inside the cave, I'm gonna let it be up to the dice to see if there is a breathable pocket of air. You make your way to the cave, and whether there's room up top or not is up to your dice. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna roll a investigation check. If you give me 1 R6, 1 6, you will find a pocket that you can breathe.
He's like poking his head up. He's either gonna smack the ceiling or he's gonna come right out.
Right, and it'll. We'll even roll to see how big it is, if it goes somewhere meaningful or if it's just a pocket.
Okay. Investigation. I'm going to investigate for an air pocket.
Got
6.
it. Got it. So you're basically about to run out of air and be done, and you come up and you find a pocket, and let's see. More 6s that I roll, the bigger the area is. I rolled no 6s,
Oof.
so okay, no, good no 6s. So it is an area that is about, we just talked about this before. It's an area about say about 5 feet around.
And I can stand here? It's like a little cave with his ground.
You're like holding up.
And I'm just kind of like
holding
stuck
on.
in here. But
Yeah.
I'm not sinking anymore. I can just kind of stay where I am.
Yeah.
Forever.
No.
So I
Forever?
starve to death.
I mean,
5 minutes worth of air.
5 minutes worth of
Or
it.
5 feet worth of air.
5 feet worth of it.
And there's nothing else around me.
No.
Like, there's no way out of this cave. This doesn't lead to freedom or something
The
else.
cave continues on.
But underwater.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. All right. Now, I know what to do. The way is to take missions to find the air pockets, but I'm going to wait for one of my allies. Okay. I'm just going to start taking some breaths, and I'm going to wait to 4 rounds.
So you're gonna use up all the air immediately, right?
No, I'm going to... I start breathing really fast, as fast as I can.
Gotta oxygenate.
Right, I'm not immediately. Like, I just start
Okay.
breathing.
He's hyperventilating.
I'm gonna do some jumping jacks and use the air now.
My
Sounds like your plan is to wait, or no?
my plan is to make sorties down the cave to find the next air pocket.
Make
Okay.
what now?
Sorties?
He's gonna keep.
Sorties.
Sorties.
Sorties,
He's
like a
gonna-
mission in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
military. A plane goes out on a sortie.
Hopefully
So-
there's
This
no
guy.
no
Okay,
holes you fall down.
up top. A little bit more. Just about a minute has passed.
Do I breathe as an undead person?
You do breathe.
What do we do?
I could try to use the hammer.
To do what?
I don't know.
Sink? You'll drown too.
Is there any other way to go here? Like when we look around, like at the water and just like where we are, like do we see any other pathways or any like what was
As I
this
described,
area look?
as I described before, the passageways continue, but the water has filled most of these caverns, so you could swim it and go across, and it just looks like, we've been down here before in past quests, and if you remember, it was just these large areas where they go down and come up and things like that. So you're looking at these giant caverns, where you could swim there, or you can go down below the water and try to find another passageway that way. It's
Right.
It's tricky because it's completely changed as it's full of water.
And the last time we were down here, I felt like we were a much more equipped crew, right? We had people in water suits and a whole crazy stuff.
I think you
We
had
had fan. Remember,
you might have had a spell where somebody was casting so you guys could breathe
we had a
in the
whole
water.
bunch of fan PCs down with us.
You
too.
did. You had Evan with you. Evan Moniz with you.
We had
As well.
spellcasters too.
There
Right.
was, like,
You
we
guys
had a
have
whole-
no spellcasters in your group, and it's really
This is a much
it's
different,
hurtful.
different time now. There was like a fun adventure last time down there. Now it's like
It's
Real.
Take a wizard out of the situation. No magic. It's
Suddenly it's like, we're gonna drown.
Possibly.
Not me. I'm gonna find it.
up top. What do you guys want to do?
I'm gonna
We
try
gotta,
to.
we
I'm
gotta
gonna,
keep moving some direction.
I'm gonna try to unlock some power of the hammer.
Okay. Well, they do
Okay,
whatever.
what does
they
that
do.
mean?
I concentrate on the hammer.
Okay.
No.
No.
Powers of Andaria. Safely lead us to our destination. And I point the hammer underwater.
Oh.
Roll.
What am I rolling?
Will.
You're the worst one to have this dang hammer.
6!
Oh!
Yes.
The hammer lights up, and it points pretty much in the way that Katak went. Like 5 o'clock.
Why are you pointing the hammer?
The hammer is pointing on its own.
And
You just see him go like this.
He goes, point, hammer. And then he points.
It looks like he just did it.
so you're saying we should go underwater? Is that what you're saying?
The hammer is saying we should go underwater.
I think the hammer's getting to your head,
I'm
Hutch.
just talking to him.
Oh, for... Does it do it? Does it like... it parts the waters? Like...
No.
A scuba mask appears.
No.
I
You think you see? No. It's just some dust.
You said the planks keep going.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, I'm gonna try to like invert and like pull myself.
To go faster.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna watch.
going into the water.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to
He's
go
underwater.
down and see because can we
What-
see all the way down? Like, did he disappear into
You,
darkness?
you can see all the way down, and you can no longer talk to him anymore because he
Right.
just did it.
Yeah.
You do.
Well, because
I
yeah,
watched-
Don't comment on why or what you're feeling anymore.
I watch him. How's he
but
doing?
I'm assuming we saw the
Yes.
bottom and he disappeared. Right.
Yes, you saw him hit the bottom, and then you don't know where he went after that. I mean,
Okay.
there is a cave. Well, when you go now down, you're looking directly there. You will see the cave.
Okay.
The two of you don't.
I'm watching.
Keep going then.
Watching Cranston.
Okay, so Craftsman, you get to the bottom. You rush to the bottom. You have a little bit of air left, and you can see the cave is there. You
Mhm.
probably can make it back up if you rushed. Which way do you want to go?
I see the cave.
You do see a cave there.
Do I see him?
There
in the
are
cave?
other ways to go too, but the cave is probably the most interesting thing
Uh-huh.
there.
Do I see him? Like, do I see his legs? And then
No.
But I don't see him. I'll go back up. I feel like I can make it back up.
Yeah.
I'll go back up.
You rush back up.
There's a cave.
Okay.
Keeps going. Maybe that's
Is
where
it-
he went.
Is it full of water?
I mean, I got down there and there was water, but I mean, if he went that way,
Maybe.
I didn't see him drowned.
Okay,
in the
well, that's
cave, so,
good.
yeah.
That's
Well,
good news. Yes.
That's a good point.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Well, do you want to look again, or should one of us try to go down, or what do you think? I mean,
I don't know.
so you saw a cave.
I saw a cave. I didn't see Katak anywhere.
Did you go as far as you felt like you could go, or?
I came back up. If I went into the cave, I could have gone a little bit more, but who knows what's in there.
Oh man.
Do I feel the hammer pulling me at all?
No. We're gonna go over to Katak. Katak, so you start swimming forward.
Yep.
And give me a swimming check. It's gonna be 1-6.
Swim is
I think we should
bad.
explore other ways.
I really am not a good swimmer. Failure. 2. I assume.
Yeah, it's a problem. You start swimming. It's not going well.
Is this cave? So I was in that area. I was.
It's small.
Can I like?
It's
not
it's no, it's not deep. And the problem with swimming is not that big of a deal because you're holding your breath. You're fine. It's okay. But it's just going to take a round off of.
Right.
Yeah. So about 30 seconds is what I'm giving you without any kind of struggle, and then you have your constitution after that. So your first round is spent just swimming and struggling. Roll again,
Yes. 6.
and you make it. You swim forward. Let's see if there's a pocket. No pockets of air, but you get a very interesting sense of something almost like a sense of doom.
Well then, I'm in the right place.
Yeah.
I push forward.
It feels that way. Swim check.
Come Come on.
Round 3.
Oh, 4.
Going to round 4. Swimming is get difficult.
5.
Going to round 5.
He's not stubborn in this one.
No.
Stubborn swimmer. 6.
Oh my god.
So at the 30-second mark, you swim forward, and all of a sudden you open up into like this large cavern that's kind of like around, and in the middle, you see that it comes up like a shore. You can see looking up, obviously out of the water, and it comes up to a shore like rock, and then goes up, and off that, it's like an island in the middle of this cavern, right? And there is black, thick tentacles hanging off of this center island just into the ocean. Sorry, into, well, eventually it's the ocean, but into this cavern. It's underground water, and just hitting the bottom and just rolling around everywhere. There must be dozens of these large tentacles that are probably easily a foot to 3 feet around.
Tentacles, and the tentacles go. The source of the tentacles is
Up where you can't really see right now on this somewhat feeling of an island in the middle of it. It's just like rock that's coming up, and then it is above the water in this area.
So the tentacles are kind of like.
Yeah, just like umbrellaed.
Okay.
Yeah.
And is there a way up to that thing, or is it floating, hovering in the air?
It's not. No, it's not. Nothing's hovering. It's just above water. And there actually is a large area once you go up that eventually that opens up and there's air above. But you can see the tentacles coming down that are hanging from that
And I can see
that landmass in the middle of this cavern.
Oh, okay. But that's above kind of where I am.
It's above you.
That's
above the water line.
Yeah.
Like.
So can I get to the shore?
You were here.
Ramble up.
You swam down, and then you'd be swimming back up.
Okay, can I get to a shore area where there's a little fewer tentacles? Like away, not right near the tentacles?
So you can only swim to a shore. Well, you could swim to you could swim to a spot where you'd be holding onto like a groove in the wall, like on it, and maybe there's some shore there. We can roll for it because it's just random
I want
chance.
to. First thing, I'm just trying to get into somewhere where I can rest for a bit.
Okay, you're gonna need. Unfortunately, this is the problem. You're gonna need at least 2 swim checks to get to the top.
Okay. Not a problem.
Well,
I mean, we'll see about that. 4.
okay. If you just used your extra round from your Constitution point. Now you're gonna be suffering.
Yeah, suffering is.
This is you choking now.
Keep going. Fair 4.
1 round choking. Go ahead. 2 rounds choking. Need a 6, man. 3 rounds choking.
You can choke for a long time though. You have choke.
Yeah, like.
Stubborn choke.
A long time? I don't know if a long time.
Yeah, well,
is...
yeah, like how long before he starts like?
You almost said it.
Reroll the third one.
Okay, thank you.
He's dying now. You're watching it. It's happening.
Begrudgingly, but then.
First you start choking, and then you go
I know,
unconscious.
it's a 1 in 6 chance, right? Bad odds on a reroll, but watch this.
What
Oh
about
no,
luck?
a
Should we be
5.
adding luck?
To the reroll?
Only on will. For reroll.
So the luck factors in when you have more dice. If you don't have any dice, the luck doesn't really factor.
So, heck, almost to the top, and he begins to.
No, you didn't even make the first one yet.
He begins to sink back down.
No, it didn't even. Just put yourself at the bottom.
And he dies.
He can't like crawl.
You still have another round.
That's it.
You still have
I was
another
gonna
round.
say, keep going.
That's it. I give up. No,
Really? Come on.
it's pointless. I can't do it.
Reroll.
Thank you. No,
Oh, come on.
You're the worst. You rolled so many dice.
And
I'm
he had-
passionate though.
He can climb
What
his
does that
way
mean?
up the rock shore of the.
Passionate.
Or is that what he's
Add
doing
insight
and
to luck.
failing?
That's reroll will natural skill. That's stubborn, right? It's not a will check. Quick reflexes.
Can't give him.
Yeah.
Power of faith. Add luck to your will check. That was helping last week, but not now.
No. So you try to swim up, and you're having a lot of difficulty.
So how many rounds? Look,
We're like almost like a minute and a half. Well, we're about 30, 40 seconds after the fact, but you've already run out of air and you're choking. You reached the end.
Drink all the water.
Drink your way.
Start drinking.
So,
there's oxygen in that water.
yes, if you can just pull it out.
Grow gills.
Do you have that skill? Pull oxygen out. Check your sheet.
Use the hammer to grow gills.
No, I'm just kidding. What are you checking for?
Yep, there it is.
Yeah, write it in there.
Gills.
The men of the north.
have gills.
The
We're a
secret
gill
gills.
bunch.
So
Stubborn Gil.
you guys are up top. You've consorted for a while. What do you want to do?
I'm going back down.
Okay, did you go?
He's going down there.
He's going down there. You watch him go down?
I'm watching him go down.
Okay. Hutch?
These were the two who were itching to go after the dark art too earlier. You remember?
Yeah, we didn't want to go this way.
I wanted to go back up.
I wanted a bunch of people. We could have sent them to drown.
We could come down here. We could have spent some time, built some suits.
You could have sent NPCs that
Water
would just
suits.
randomly rolled it and see if they were successful or not.
The suit, water suit. No, they don't have a water suit here.
Nah, that's they don't.
Ragtag.
Okay,
They don't
you're
have
swimming
that.
down. You're about halfway down, and they're just still thinking about it. You going or, no, or is it a no-go?
I can't really swim.
Neither can I.
Really?
Really, none of us can swim. The fans
You
hate water.
You went down?
I'm down. I'm there. I'm currently swimming.
All right.
Dan,
Okay.
Dan asking questions he knows the answer to.
Your hammer is telling you.
All right, I'll trust the hammer. I go
Trust
down.
the-
That's true. The hammer's like,
I don't know.
told you where to go. You're like, I'm not
You
gonna
should
go.
probably trust his instinct,
I
right?
don't-
I'm dying down there, but no,
I
appreciate
go.
it.
I go. I said
He's like, I
go.
can't swim. It's just, this is crazy, but no.
Okay, so what's gonna happen is every round you're gonna take 6 damage until you die. Every round. You guys are.
I can roll a few sixes.
I'm gonna give you 30 seconds back from when he started to get hurt. So by the time that you start choking, where you start taking damage right now, you guys have reached the cave, and you are pretty much near the end of your air, almost near the end of your air. What's your constitution?
1.
1.
Yeah. So when you reach the cave, you start swimming in, and you're like, I really need help right now. You can roll. I'll give you an automatic. We'll roll a perception roll. If any one of you roll a 6, you see the air pocket.
I'm actively looking for the air pocket because he went in.
Well, you didn't say that, so. But either way, roll a perception.
I'm just saying.
No.
No.
Oh my god.
So you don't.
Do you get stubborn perception?
No. Let's stop saying stubborn everything.
Guess I'll re-roll that.
So I'll let you roll an investigation check, but it's going to require 2 successes on an investigation check because you looked already and you're not seeing anything.
On the I said I was going to re-roll.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
Blessed prayer.
No.
No, that wouldn't help.
Investigate.
So some of the fans asking about blessed prayer.
What's sacred prayer?
What does it do? Check it out.
Investigation.
I would I'm just going to be swimming. My idea was to go in and put my hand on the ceiling and just swim forward
You can keep going.
Yeah.
So he keeps making his way through.
my hand doesn't go through any pockets of air if I'm
So you guys start swimming. You're at the point where you're starting to drown, and swimming checks. Give me 2. Just get you to the other side through the cave.
I have Constitution expertise.
That's great.
You can reroll.
Yeah, that's huge.
Miss. No. I'm just,
survival doesn't help
Yes!
me at all, right?
Oh, he gets
the
it.
first one.
That's 1.
Come on. 2.
One more time.
Damn.
How many rounds do we? I rolled 2. I failed 2 so far.
Do you have Constitution
Keep,
expertise?
roll up to 5 rounds worth. You can try for 5 rounds.
All right.
It's 2 rounds. 3 rounds.
No, I missed 2. Made
Nope.
1.
Now to see if anyone's going to get a successful swim
Missed
check.
3. Made 1. Jeez. No. I
Didn't make
made
a single
1.
6.
Made 1. Missed 4.
Okay, so I want to get you guys up to the same parallel point in a way. So at this time,
14 rolls, not 1 6.
oh, I'm just doing by 6s. So you've taken 30 damage.
Okay.
Okay, and now you guys are at the point where you're starting to take damage, and you're choking, and you're making your way over there. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt that you can just kind of walk over there, so you're kind of moving over there a little bit. Did you make any checks?
No, I failed every single
So
one.
you're in the front. You can see him. See Kadek, and Kadek is on the bottom, floating like this. And there's some bubbles coming up, and you feel like he's still choking.
Does the cape do anything for me in this situation?
No.
I have a question. I think maybe Blessed Prayer could help. Am I conscious?
No.
Because oh,
He's
never
not
mind.
conscious. Oh.
I'm just bubbling at this point.
Yeah. No. I gave you the time even after while you were choking. To put you here.
I've gone without oxygen for quite some time.
Yeah.
All right. I want to see if I could channel the power of the hammer to propel me to the surface.
Channel the power of the hammer to play to the surface.
How you're right, like a.
I'm going to make you roll a concentration check first. If you make a concentration check, that means that you are able to have enough blood in your brain and air in your lungs to focus on what you're trying to do. So you have to do that first.
Okay. Do I get stubborn for this, or is that just on a?
Anytime you roll a will check. No.
No,
I'm sorry.
It's
It's
not
not
a straight will.
Yeah, right.
Okay. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so you're focusing everything you got on the crystal hammer. Go ahead. You can make your will check.
Oh.
Now you can start the check.
Will. No, but I'm stubborn.
Yeah.
So stubborn.
Yeah.
So now
Awesome.
read to me again what you're trying to do.
I would like the hammer to propel me to the surface of the water. And I want to hit Kadek on my trajectory so I can bring him with me.
You ask the camera
Aquaman.
to propel you to the surface of the water.
The camera?
Hammer.
Hammer.
Oh.
I heard camera.
Hammer.
He did.
You ask the camera.
Please.
The hammer lights up, but it does not do that. It's not Thor's hammer.
Aquaman's trident.
It's not Aquaman's trident.
Batman's
Grappling hook.
bat hammer.
Bad hammer.
Okay, so take 6 damage, take 6 damage, take 6 damage.
Where am I now? Am I just behind Hutch,
Yeah, you're
tripping my way down this cavern?
Yeah, but you guys are basically at the moment of going unconscious.
So I have a 1 round to do something?
So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna give you a fighting chance because really you should be done by now. Here's what's gonna happen. Every round is gonna pass. I'm gonna let you guys roll a Constitution check. If you roll 1-6, you're able to be awake while you're drowning and take some sort of action. If it's an action that requires your mind, you will then have to make a concentration check.
Can I pop one of the vials of blood to try to like soup myself up with the super blood that I have? To like,
If you can get awake, you won't need concentration for that, so you just need to be awake. So you'll need to roll a 6 on the Constitution check. So here we go. Every time if a round passes, you take 6 damage. You go to
Even if we make the checks?
This is before. You can't even do a check until
Okay.
you make the Constitution first. You have to be awake.
Okay.
So guys, you're all the same. You're all gonna roll. Rob, this counts you as well.
This is the Constitution.
Okay.
Constitution first, and then you can take an action. If you don't get a 6,
Jeez.
No. 4.
Yeah. All right, I made Constitution.
okay. So everyone take 6 damage. Go ahead. What do you want to do?
Can I make a swim check to swim to the surface?
You could try to do a swimming check. Yeah.
All right.
It won't be the surface. It'll be like 1 step to the surface.
Jeez. No.
No. Next round. Everybody roll Constitution checks.
No, gosh, 5.
No.
Everyone take 6 damage.
Yikes. This is
And
it.
if you want, you can just roll your 2 dice together.
Yes. Constitution?
Next round.
yes.
No.
No, 1, believe it or not.
Take 6 damage. And
Hell.
you're awake.
I pop some super blood.
You drink the blood. I'm going to give you another 30 seconds of air,
Okay.
and it pumps you up, and I'll give you a +2 to all your stats. all natural stats for 30 seconds.
Nice. Okay.
Well, you'd have that. You would have that for longer. Also, I'm gonna say you have enough air to get you 30 seconds, but you have those stats bonuses for a minute.
Okay. Feeling juiced up.
Yeah, and normally it would be longer than that, but I'm gonna say because of the situation, your body's trying to survive. This is just where you're gonna get out of it. You're fully awake. You don't need to roll anything.
Okay.
So next round, you guys can roll, and then you can take an action.
Okay.
Guys, roll.
Constitution?
Constitution.
No.
No.
No, just take your 6 damage. And what do you want to do?
Okay. So I'm in this area now.
You're
Do
in
I
the
see
you're in the
same-
corridor below. You're still in the
Oh,
corridor.
I haven't gotten to the.
No, you didn't make any checks out.
I'll keep going that way then.
So roll swim check. Add 2 dice.
Okay. There's a 6.
Okay, you swim across, and you're now near Hutch.
Okay. Am I out? Like I can see what Caddick saw before yet?
You're not out, but you can see Caddick floating, and you can see that there's a way to go up now.
Yeah. If I see surface, I'm going towards the surface.
Okay. Do you pass him?
I'm passing people right now. Yeah.
Okay.
Do that.
Yeah.
No 6.
Okay. So for the next round, roll. Stay with him and roll in your rounds. 6 damage, everybody.
Damn it.
Failure.
Not you. Okay. Next round.
And to be clear, I want to just like, I'll crawl up the side. Like I don't want to just swim for it. I'm just gonna like crawl as best I can towards. If that changes anything.
Failure.
Fail.
I'll to get to your advantage. If you give me 2 successes, I'll get you right to the surface
Okay.
on 1 roll.
Still in.
Next round, stay with him.
4.
We may lose some people here.
Oh, I keep. At this point, I should have.
1 success.
Okay, so you swim up, need 1 more success, and you get to the top. I think it's gonna be 2.
Do I roll two rolls per round for swimming, or is 1 swim per round?
1 swim, but you get 2 extra dice.
Yeah. Okay. So next round, guys.
Stay with him.
Failure.
Made it.
You get to the top, you breathe air. You look around, you see this heart is on the center of some sort of landmass, and the tentacles are coming out, and it's beating like blood out of it. And you see these creatures that are there around it, and they're like climbing inside of it and such. It's gruesome. It looks like undead and such.
Yeah.
There's vines and such all over this cavern and going up and down, and that's pretty much it.
Now I'm gonna try to go back down to help them.
Okay.
Getting Caddick.
So it takes you, I'm gonna say 1 swim check to get back down. If you're gonna try to get them out of the water, well, you are pretty strong right now. I'll give you, for your benefit, I'll give you 1 down and 1 up.
To rescue Caddick.
Yeah, I think you have about 30 seconds. You have about 5 rounds left of the
Okay.
of the juice. Next round, go ahead.
Okay. 6.
6.
I snapped to it.
No.
What does snap to it make?
I don't know. I rolled a 6. Can I do something?
Yes.
I pray. I do Blessed Prayer, which gives allies a luck bonus to 1 check this round.
As I reach him.
What's the range? Did you get a 6?
25.
Mhm.
25 feet.
I got 1 6.
Is that 825?
Are you going for him?
Yeah, I was going for Caddick first.
Okay, so you have luck this round, but you made it already, so it doesn't affect you. Okay, so you grab him.
Do I get luck too? See if I can make my Constitution.
I don't think you're within 25 feet.
I guess.
Roll d6. Roll 6, and we'll say miraculously you are. Just roll. Yeah, I know.
No.
No. Okay, so you grab Caddick, and go
Now
up.
we're going back up.
Yeah. So if you can cast Blessed Prayer while he's swimming right now, you'll give him some luck. Yeah, that's a good workaround.
All right.
Next round, roll.
6. Double 6.
Okay, you get him right to the top.
Great.
No.
You take 6 damage this round, though. You get him to the top. He's still wearing armor.
I'm gonna try to just like plop him on the shore, like prop him there, so he's
You prop him up.
I'm not like tossing him. I'm just kind of like, because once I saw those guys in there, I'm not trying to alert them. I'm trying to cautiously put him on shore so he could survive. You know?
2 rounds left
Of
of your
those juice.
yes.
And is it 2 rounds to get him and back?
1 round down, 1 round up.
I'll pop another juice.
Are you unconscious? Okay,
No, not in hit points.
you're fine. Okay,
Yeah.
so you're
Okay, so
you're coughing up.
Okay.
I'll give that to you.
So I'm double juiced. Does that help at all?
You're double juiced. I'm actually gonna make you roll insanity.
Oh no.
Roll a
Double juice.
Yeah, give me a will save. Let's go.
roll a will check. Roll a will save. 2 1s. You're gonna go insane
2 1s?
for a time.
5, 4, 4. We're good.
Okay, you do not.
Okay.
Okay, roll swimming check.
Do I get any buffs from being super juiced, almost insane out of my
you
mind?
can add another 2 dice onto it.
Let's go. I'm
Nice.
swimming so fast.
I'm still making Constitution, right?
I'm swimming through time.
Yes. I made
2
my
6s.
Constitution.
Where do these dice come from? Oh, these are your Warhammer dice.
Yeah.
2 6s.
Okay, so you get down very fast, and you come up. Well, you awaken, and you've taken a lot of water, and you're choking. You're just like barely conscious about what's happening. You see him coming to you, and he looks frenzied. His eyes are like blood red, and there's even like blood coming out of his mouth. And part of you thinks that is he coming to eat you or save you? What do you want to do? You can't speak.
I have no choice. I reach out to him.
So you grab him. You just need a swing check. You take 6 damage. Don't forget. And you need to get to the top.
Let's go, Hutch. There's a
Just
6.
got it. Just got it.
1 1 5 5
Wow.
6.
He brings you to the top. You took the 6 damage this round. And are you conscious?
Wait.
Yes.
What are you at?
Negative 23.
Holy crud.
So he comes
A lot
up,
of
and you
rounds.
realize there's a lot of water in his lungs. You'll have to do a render 8 to get him back up. He's in bad shape.
He's awake?
He's awake.
Heal him. I grab the hammer, juiced up, and I'm running over to the heart and just slamming it as hard as I can.
Oh, so you're on. Okay, I took you're on the side. You're in the middle.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay. Okay, so you start. You have to climb first. I won't give you a climb check. We did enough checks. So you make your way up, and you're just in vampire frenzy, and you just attack the heart.
Do it with the hammer. I want to run over with the hammer. Just
Okay.
blast it with my vampire strength.
Render 8 on Dan.
Render
On
8.
Hutch.
Whoa.
How many dice do you get for render 8? Jesus.
Yeah,
That's why,
3
yeah.
plus 3. I get 2
Great.
6s.
Okay, so you get the water out. You're choking, and then you're coughing up. I'm gonna because you're not wounded. I'm gonna bring you up to pretty much 0. So you can see what's going on. You perhaps could move minor movements. You cannot do any skills or anything of worth.
Can't attack.
Absolutely not. You
What's-
can have a simple, hard to talk conversation with an ally.
Okay.
What's William been doing this whole time? Before we have to.
Oh yeah,
die?
we can go back to William. William, I think you're just waiting.
Nope. I'm gonna
Save
climb
us.
back up.
Are you gonna wait up?
Yeah.
Oh,
Up.
Oh, no.
Okay, so during that whole time, I'll put
I'm
you
gonna
at.
climb back
So I'm
up.
going to say that all passes. By the time you got the Warhammer, and you're going for the heart, you reach the top,
Okay.
and you can, from there you travel back to Argonne. Everybody else.
I'm gonna travel back. Yeah.
Okay, so you're walking back. You've gone all the way up. You're walking back right now. You're going for the dark heart. Go for it.
All right. What do I roll now?
Let's see. The hammer gives you 1 combat die. You get +1 for precision, 2 damage die, and 2 crit.
Oh my goodness. Well, first I have to see if I hit, right? Do I roll it out of strength now? What would I be using this out of right now?
You don't have any Warhammer on your sheet anywhere, so
I have wild weapon. I'm feeling wild right now. That's a weapon.
this is not a wild weapon. I'm going to give you a plus to precision. No, you could take a plus. Take a +6 because you have all that. You're in a frenzy right now, so you are getting
Okay.
that. And you can also add 4 damage to your attack.
Okay.
And you need to roll an insanity check every round.
Nice. Okay. So insanity check first.
You do
Not insane.
You're fine.
if any 6s on combat, you roll for radiance burst damage
nice.
also.
Okay. Can I attack out of like any of my regular stats? Like, do I just roll like my best attack with it?
So you're pretty much only gonna get that. You're gonna get the +6 from
Yeah.
the frenzy. You're not gonna really get anything else because you don't know how to use this weapon.
Okay.
So roll your combat dice, and roll +6, and if you hit, you hit.
6.
Okay. So you attack with the 6. You go up to the warhammer. I mean, you go up to the dark heart. You swing the hammer. Your total's a 12. So you actually make contact with it. When you do it, radiant light comes out of it, goes and hurts you
Yeah.
by ×2 because you're in a frenzy to vampire blood. Deal damage to yourself, and deal damage to the dark heart. ×2 to yourself.
Oh no.
Oh my goodness. What how much damage am I dealing?
Well, for the hammer itself, you get 2 damage die and 2 crit.
Okay.
Which is double.
Yeah. So
Do that damage.
9 plus. Oh my god. 20. So that's 29.
29 damage to the dark heart. And now radiant damage to himself.
Yeah. What's the radiant damage?
It's Radiance 3 burst.
So it's 3 damage. Sorry, it's 3 damage dice, and then double it.
That's the only thing that hurts me though.
Yeah.
Low rolling. 2, 1. That could be
Not
worse.
bad.
9, 18.
18 damage to you. It knocks you off of your feet onto the ground. And then you just look around, you're shocked for a second. You see the creatures look at you, and they just start climbing their way through the heart. They're like, and they start coming out.
Okay.
All right, I'll charge
Did you-
forward.
I'm sorry. Did you take the Radiance damage for the
Oh, no,
dark
I
heart
didn't.
too?
I didn't, thank you.
It's plus 18.
Okay, so you start running out. You hear the battling. You run up to join him.
Okay, I'm gonna pick up the hammer.
No, you have to take a round just to run over there.
Well, I'll run over.
Yeah, so you're
That's
running.
what I'm
You're running
the
over.
hammer.
You go.
Okay.
You have the hammer near you, so
I
Did
have
I
it near
see
me?
him? I saw him hit it.
you
Or
don't
no?
see it.
You just
Oh,
used
okay,
it.
okay. I don't.
You
wanna...
were put on a spot specifically hidden
thought it, like, blew
from
out of my
the
hand.
dark
Okay,
heart.
okay,
Well, I
that's
don't think it's far
important,
from.
Okay.
No, you're fine.
I see him though.
No,
I don't see him coming.
no, you're not paying attention to him. You're paying attention to the dark heart.
Okay.
You got knocked off. You only can see this right now.
Forget the hammer. I'm just gonna take out the whip then, and just whip at the dark heart.
Okay, just whip out.
Better.
You hit it. Go for it.
Okay.
Only wants to know if the hammer is beefed up with necro power. It does have necro power in it. We know that.
Did that help me?
Oh yeah.
Nice. 6.
Is the vampire feeling the power of the undead?
Nah.
Right now, he's in a complete bloodlust. You have to roll an insanity check.
Not insane. Okay.
If only it was that easy.
So 14.
Not insane.
14 to hit.
12 is going to hit.
Okay, so I hit. And now damage. Do I get plus damage in this state too?
They gave it to you before, +3.
Oh, that's right. Plus 3 die.
Yeah, you should have did it before, too. I'll roll it for you.
Oh.
You did an extra 12 damage.
Okay. It's gonna be good. That's 10, 20, 33 plus 39.
39 damage. So you come out, you whip it. You hear the whole thing shudder like, it's like takes the damage. Blood like spurts out. These creatures start coming out, and they immediately just like, and they start leaping on you. At this time, you run up from the back. You see that you have your own sword,
Yeah, I
but
see that.
you see the hammers on the floor.
See the hammer's on the floor. I'm just gonna go sprint straight to the heart, plunge Fragarach right into it.
Okay, you can make your attack. This is a charge. You can add a plus d6 onto it. Make it a sanity check, please. I did that a little early, but I'm gonna attack you with these creatures right now.
Good.
What's your static defense?
Static defense? 11 normally.
Did you roll 2 ones?
No, close
Okay.
to it though. One was spinning almost to 1.
What was your static?
Usually 11.
11. Okay.
When I'm amped up on juice, who knows?
Okay. Okay, so you get these creatures, 8 of them surround you and start jumping on you and try to attack you. Yeah. This is right before he shows up. None of them are getting hits on you. They're all just clawing at you and just backing away with the whip and just keeping them at distance. That's it. The Dark Heart, though, is going to try to grapple you. You see one of the giant tentacles goes into the air, it goes around you. It actually knocks these creatures to the ground and tries to wrap you up. We're going to do opposing grapple check. I have 1 success. 6.
I add my extra dice.
If you match it, you're fine.
Yeah, matched.
Okay. So it tries to grapple you. You duck out of the way and roll, and the tentacle just goes above you and knocks these creatures to the ground for a second. You get up for your next round, which you can make your attack right now, and Kadek as well.
Kadek goes. Okay, 6 was like 15.
It's a hit. You rip a scratch and put it inside. When you
It's a 6 too.
yeah.
That's 6. Yep.
After you do that, you see King Thawin appears. Woo! He slashes and does extra damage. That's plus
Another
7 damage.
39
Use
damage.
a power hit
Actually,
to
I'm
get
going to double the damage from.
that one.
Yeah.
And I'm going to make it a power hit so I get an extra damage attack.
Nice.
All right, so that's 16, 24, 34 plus 5. 39 damage.
I did a 39 as well.
Nice.
Again?
Mm-hmm. I got a lot of dice right now.
Okay. Tentacles go out. Try to grapple both of you guys. Opposing grapple check. I have 1 success. 1 6. Match a 6.
Get the heck out of here.
Wait, what is this? I'm sorry?
Grapple check.
Oh,
Tentacles trying to grapple you. 6 seconds to roll or you fail. 6. 5.
5. Fail.
So far you're a fail. Let's have a reroll. 4.
Oh.
3. 2. 1. You're grappled. He's grappled. You are not.
Not even close.
The creatures are starting to fight you. Here they come. Only 6s are gonna hit you here. 2 more. Only 1 6 hit you. You take 10 damage. It jumps on you. Takes like a chunk of flesh out of you. That is their round. And we're gonna hold off 1 second. You finally reach Argon the Knights, and you see they're actually in a battle with these creatures coming down. They're actually pouring down and dropping down into the room, sometimes breaking their limbs and just like getting up. And they're kind of like lamb for the slaughter because they come down. The Knights just take them out. But you can see that they're grouping up and they're starting to come down more and more, and they start surrounding it. In the distance, Yo-Yo is lifting the rocks off, and he probably has almost, I want to say like 75% of the rocks off of Cole, who is still knocked out. Thalen's on the side helping him, and Kadek's in the background, like trying to issue orders and trying to help out Kadek OG, who's hurt, and he's just staying in the back of battle. He seemed like he's like on the cusp of like going to sleep, falling unconscious. You can roleplay.
All right. I'll go up to the king. I just basically want to fill him in on.
You fill him
what
in?
We found it's all flooded. My intention. Well, I'm gonna tell him that I want to go back after them. But I wanted to see like if we can get a couple more people, or if there's anybody who felt like they were strong swimmers that could go, because I am not, and it's all flooded. So I need some guys.
Who here is a strong swimmer? So
help, the
we're
party found down the
we're gonna
well.
roll a 6 means a strong swimmer. He has 10 knights there.
We're such heroes. I love how we come back. We all
1 is a strong swimmer.
He comes back like, can anyone swim?
So 1 is a strong swimmer. I'm automatically, because he's strong, give him at least a 2 dice for swimming. And every 6 I roll will be, I roll twice. I roll a lot of dice for that. Will be an additional swim check dice. 1, he has 3 swim dice, 4 swim dice.
Nice.
So he's like, yes, I was top swimmer back in my town at home.
All right. Excellent.
Top swimmer.
Top swimmer.
They had meets.
That's
Who
awesome.
asked a top swimmer?
I used to go to swim
Those
meets,
swim meets back
every
in-
Saturday morning.
What town were you from?
What town?
Yes.
Ravensclaw.
Top swimmer in Ravensclaw.
How fast did he swim the 50-yard dash?
Shut up.
Mr. Varsity Swimmer.
I bet the other knights making fun of him. Oh, we'll go out of the ocean right now and we'll swim out there and see what you do.
Is he wearing a Speedo?
No.
I knew when I looked at him,
is he
I
in
thought he was
full-
a good swimmer.
Is he in full armor?
his
Yeah.
armor is like,
All right.
just a cod piece.
I think I'm gonna take off my armor to go back because
Okay.
of all the water and the swimming.
Drop your
and
armor.
the
He takes,
climbing. I describe like where we have to climb and go.
he takes the armor off and he says,
All
"Okay,
right.
let's go." What's his
All
name?
right.
Michael.
Phelps. So
Let's go, Phelps.
he goes, "Let's go."
All right, let's go.
Did I mention I was top swimmer back in my town?
You did. It's great. That's wonderful. Quite an achievement. We're all proud of you.
But is he a good climber?
Yeah,
right.
I don't know a thing about climbing.
Dive right off.
He does like a slip flip.
Swan dive off.
Okay, so back to the action here. You guys are attacking the dark arc. Go ahead.
I try and break free from the grapple. Is that strength?
Yeah, go ahead.
For the grapple check.
Insanity check.
Am I
6.
Insane? I hit, but am I insane?
Not
insane.
You do not break free because I matched you.
But I'm
Unfortunately,
getting pumped up.
you're getting pumped up. Yeah.
Okay. 15, 25, 30, 36 damage.
36 damage is dealt. The creature still has you. It can try to grapple you. I have 1 success. Just match it. You need 1 6 not to be grappled.
How many did I roll? No, I didn't get it.
Oh
Do I have grappling?
It's holding him in the
no.
air.
We're doing so good for
Hold
that
on.
one round.
Do I have advantage on this anyway? No, I don't think so. It's not survival.
Don't forget, you
Superior
had, are you
dodge.
adding 2 dice to your grapple because you have the?
I did that,
or,
yeah.
Sorry, 3 dice. 3 dice.
I did that.
Yeah.
Can I use superior dodge or anything like that? No, right? Or is this an agility natural skill?
No.
Oh yeah, because that's not agility. Yeah, I don't think I have anything that can help me. Acrobatic, I'm really
I
acrobatic.
guess you can try an evade is an attack that's directly on you, so technically you could try to do an evade. Yeah, you can try to do that.
Okay. And then I have
'Cause the
all
touch attack
dodges
doesn't-
yield +1 defense point. Oh, I guess it's not a.
You just evade at this point.
Okay. So it's just 1. Gotta get a 6. No, didn't get it.
You're picked up and holding in the air. Actually, no, he picks you up and just holds you right there on the ground, and she lets her minions feast upon you. I'm going to make 4, 5, 5, 6 are going to be 10 damage on you. You have 30 damage total.
30?
Yeah, they're just biting in chunks out of you. And that is your round. You guys go. You can try to break the grapple.
Break free. 6 again. Hopefully.
Oh no.
1 6 will get you out because I rolled no 6s.
Yes, I'm free.
Anyone want to re-roll me before I go insane?
Oh,
Fine.
no.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay, good.
Oh, good.
That
1
would've
6
been
breaks
bad.
the grapple, you said?
Yeah.
This girl's always got that reroll stashed away somewhere.
Got it.
Okay. So you both break out of the grapple.
Pop rolls.
And if you want, you can make an attack because it's right there. Yeah.
Hit him.
12.
12's a hit.
$28, 33 damage.
36. 42.
All right. This battle is a piece of cake.
When I'm juiced.
Okay. This creature, the dark heart is bleeding in a lot of different places on the tentacles, on the center mass, and it's pretty good. It looks like you've done a lot of damage. You get to the point where it's the climb down. He starts climbing down with you. Roll your climb checks.
All right.
You can do 2 climb checks.
Made it. Oh, come on.
Oh my god.
Come on. Nuts. And I made the second one too.
I got the gold medal when I was up.
I'll tell you the story about when I was top swimmer.
Tough swimmer. God.
He's gonna try to make a strength check. I'll give him 3 dice.
I'm so excited to get to the water.
Yes, he gets there. Oh wait, what is 1 die between? Oh no, it fell to a 5. Anybody want to re-roll him?
Yes.
You led this guy to his death. You better.
Yes!
Yes!
He falls down probably like 30, 40 feet and then scrapes the side. He's like, I'm sorry. I got so excited.
Please be careful.
Let's continue. I do have to make another fly check.
At least he's closer.
Oh, he failed again.
Want to re-roll him?
Yeah.
Climb check. He makes it.
Ah!
Climbs out, double
Oh,
six.
God.
He gets down to the bottom. He's like, here's where I'm a champion.
Great. Now
Here's where I'm a Viking.
just
He's all scraped up.
He starts getting out.
let's try to stay
He
together
pulls out a thing for his hair.
because I'm not a strong swimmer.
Puts the goggles on.
He's like, don't worry, I'm a strong swimmer.
Great. Let's stay together.
Swim cap.
Here we go.
Wait, you want me to go slow and wait with you?
Yeah, let's try to somewhat stay together.
Watching the
Yeah.
dragon.
Let's
Sir.
go.
Sir, if this is a long way, if I go slow, then it'll be like I'm a poor swimmer. If you're a poor swimmer, I need to go as fast as I can do.
All right, fine. Go ahead.
This is
Fine.
an art form.
I need to swim.
It's an art
All right, fine. You know
Let
who
the boys swim.
you know who
baby.
you're looking for. Let's
I
go.
honed my skills at the Ravens Club.
Fine,
chapter
I go after him.
CYO.
If this was Ravensclaw CYO, I would be already gone. I wouldn't be
Fine.
listening to you.
Just go already. Shut up.
Swimming doesn't go well.
He failed.
Oh, come on.
Phelps, no! He jumps in the water.
Save him, Scrub.
Reroll.
Please re-roll me.
Reroll.
Here he goes again. Yes!
Ah.
He's
He did it.
been
Did it.
selling
This
a
guy's
fish.
very good at the
He's
reroll.
really good.
He did it.
He swims out. He goes underneath.
Come on.
He got luck too on the rerolls anyway. Does he have a luck? We'll see. Does he have luck? Yeah, he has a +1 luck, so he can re-roll an extra die when he does it again.
Great.
Goes through the tunnel. Here it comes. No.
No?
3, 3, 1, 1. You gotta re-roll.
Yeah, fine.
Okay.
Do it.
So I'm gonna roll this and 2 extra dice.
No one can
Oh,
swim.
Come on. Yes.
Got it!
Oh,
Oh,
my
yeah.
God!
He gets to the other side. He needs to. I'll give him one swing check to get to the top. Here he goes. He gets it.
Yes.
Yes!
So there he
It
is.
was good.
Oh my.
He was good. He made
He
it.
did better than us.
It was the dust.
Uh,
He's not used to the dust.
I go after
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
That's what he'll say in the future.
Shiny pool.
I go after him. How many checks do I have to make? This
Uh,
whole thing?
Oh my.
You used all your rerolls.
Make
for
big
this
fortune.
guy.
For the best swimmer.
I did everything I could.
It's true. If I die on this,
I'm not the best swimmer in Ravensclaw. I gave him all the rerolls I had, and then I died. Okay, go ahead. Swim checks. He makes
yes,
it.
All
I
right.
made it.
You get down to the corridor. I don't even care about this battle anymore. Go ahead. You're swimming in the corridor.
You're just mirroring his perfect form.
Nope.
No.
But I have Constitution expertise.
Mm-hmm.
So I can do that
Oh,
first.
this guy.
That's big
Boom.
in this
There
situation.
you
Okay.
go.
Yeah, that's huge.
Nope.
No.
Now I will re-roll.
Okay, which means you get expertise again.
Right.
Which is
Okay.
Okay,
Here
okay.
we go. Nope.
Oh, man.
If you add them together.
Jeez.
Huh? Yeah. Here we go. Yes.
Yes!
There we
Oh
go.
my
Okay,
God.
So.
All right.
Okay.
Ooh.
You
Yeah.
still gotta make 2 more.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Here we go. Here we go. Nope. Oh, man,
Why don't you just roll 8 dice? Just be
I
done
don't
with
like this. No.
Double
Okay.
five.
Re-roll.
it. Okay. Gives you 4 more dice.
One more day.
Okay.
Just check and another check, and you're
Fine.
done.
I'll do the expertise all
Come
together.
on.
No.
Okay. Expertise here.
Okay. So just we're past the point of you. Which Constitution is what?
2.
So we're past the point. You are like you're
In
choking
trouble.
right. You're in the choking
Yeah.
phase.
Okay.
So go ahead.
Made it.
Yes.
Okay. So I think you have to make 1 more, right? That was your 3rd one.
Okay.
Your last one.
I think I used that one. Okay.
You probably have about 2 or 3 more rounds in this phase. I'll give you 3.
Yes.
And you make the top. You get to the other side. Are you wearing armor?
No, I
No,
said
he
I
took
took
it
it
off.
off specifically
right.
for
Making
this
sure.
swim.
And all the excitement, I forgot for a second. Okay.
That's part of the
So
reason why I went back.
So we're gonna go back to the fight. You're gonna arrive there, and you see him in his speedo with his sword, running up
Yeah,
behind you guys.
We're both armed.
So yeah, you'll be there, round behind him, back to the battle. Let's see how this ends, poorly or in a good
12
way.
hit.
Not insane. Hit.
Do you have Mad Max?
Oh wait, the bad guys go. The bad guys
No,
They
I'm
miss.
attacking from a different spot.
go. Wait, stop your rolls and roll a. Who's not? Neither of you are grappled, right?
Nope.
Okay, so there's a grapple check coming in. I have no successes, so it's you don't have to roll.
6.
They try to grapple you, nothing happens. The creatures run in. I'm going to split them up now because you're there too. No hits on Liam. No hits on. That was a terrible round for them. Now you go. Roll your insanity. You can keep your insanity from before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had hit, so
Got
can
it.
I just boom?
I had hit and I did 36
Yes.
damage.
Okay.
36 damage dealt by Caddick.
38.
38 damage. Okay, next round. You see a guy in like a Speedo come up and goes for Raven's Claw. And the Red Knight, of course. He runs in and goes to stab the Dark Heart. Let's see how it goes. He's fine. He's definitely gonna hit. He's a knight. We'll give him 3 damage. 3 damage dice.
I hope he kills him right here.
4, 7, 8. Is
Yeah.
possible? Let's see. 14. No.
Oh, that would have been legendary. Phelps.
No. Phelps comes up, slashes the Dark Heart, and you see in the far distance coming out of the water, who's like breathing heavy. is William. You guys can now go.
We attack.
Yes.
Attack. Okay, that's a hit.
19
and second out of
hit.
nice. 20, 38 plus 1. 39 damage.
Oh my god,
Again.
yes.
Just waiting for Liam's
40.
damage.
52.
52
We got him.
damage. The whole thing explodes. Blood goes everywhere. And just in time, he runs out.
I love it. Just as I planned.
Yeah.
Gets covered in muck.
Washes him back into the water.
That's fine.
I'm
care.
here in time to get splashed with blood.
That's fine. So happy.
He's like, I got the guy. I mean,
I'm so glad you guys are alive.
the
man.
dark heart explodes. The air becomes thick with blood, and falls to the ground. Those creatures fall to the ground and kind of die with the heart. This whole time, your hammer, which is on the ground, is just gyrating all the time. It's just taking in all this ember energy. And at this moment, you realize that it's been in the center for a very long time, which means I got to make a roll. I'm probably going to make about 10 rolls to be from your swimming too.
Uh-oh.
So
Wait, what?
Yeah, what?
Rolls to see if something starts happening.
yeah,
Interesting.
4, 5. So far, absolutely nothing. Okay, here we go. 6, 7. Okay, we already achieved it. Yes. I rolled 4 successes. So all of a sudden, right now in the background, you hear a noise, and when the dark heart explodes, it goes out. All this energy, any dark souls that were in there or stolen, anything, period, go into the air, swell up. The spirits come up.
Oh man.
And that's where we stop this episode.
Vampires not like other foes. Attack not with just their swords and strike you down. They can change a man